I just ran home, y'all, from my daughter dentist appointment. Let me get right. Let me get that gas. Hold on. Let me get that gas in me now. Appreciate the prime sub, Neela Ness. Thank you. Hold on. Hold on. Got you on that work. You already know, bruh. Make sure you don't get fired and none of that shit. It'll be on YouTube shortly after. Oh my God. Oh look. Prop with the tier one. What's up, Prop? Oh my God. Yo, guy looking pretty. Hey, y'all, shout out my boy Shoot. That's my nigga. That been my nigga for years, man. That motherfucker be in my DM, y'all, at 4 in the morning. I love seeing that y'all be on this shit cooking before I even wake up. That Pat kick a banner ass. Hey, man, look. We celebrating, man. I don't celebrate for me. I celebrate for y'all. Niggas been cooking. Niggas been cooking, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If you new here, this ain't where no K's about to be at. Go ahead on with that shit. I ain't got nothing to do with them strikeouts. I ain't donating to that shit. Ain't no strikeouts gonna be talked about. We don't even play like that. But for work, no, I be up early too though, for sure. I be up early, but you been beating me up. I love that though. Cause you be pointing me in the right direction before I even tap in. But what's up though, y'all? Let's get this money. Let's get this money. If you're new to the stream, well, it's on sub only chat. So I feel like if you're a subscriber, you already know what website I'm on. If you don't, propfinder.app. Your one-stop shop for everything. That was the first big one of the season. No facts, but you know what's about to happen. Come on, man. If you've been around the community long enough, fear of missing out. About to get all that. Everything Joe just won, everything everybody in BTB just won, half of that shit coming right back today. Because niggas about to spam Ks. That's just the way to go. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be telling y'all, it hurt, but it don't hurt them like you think it do when somebody hit big. Because it's really a trickle-down effect. They know the next week, 2-3 weeks, people about to be spamming whatever just hit big. That's how they gonna get their bread back. Thank you for the tier one. Hey, I love y'all, man. I love y'all. I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Let's get this shit cracking. What screen am I on? What y'all see? Okay. Let me see. We did get the home run matchups last. Y'all know that's what we cook at. A lot of people be asking me all the time, so I try to make sure I hit these tabs. Exit velo, you got your bat logs. You can see the last 6 days. You can put it on just yesterday. See who hitting the ball well. Summary. This is the last 6 days. This don't take into account pitcher hand, pitch mix, no nothing. If you a person who want to see like who hitting the ball well, like right now, like Trevor Story, 13 hard hits in the last 6 days, 4 barrels, 21% barrel percentage, 2 homers with a 68% hard hit percentage. Anything hit over 95 miles an hour is considered a hard hit. Ground ball, line drive, fly ball, any of that shit is a hard hit. So this is just like your best hitters right now. And again, this don't take into account no pitcher hand. This don't take into account none of that. It's just who right now is seeing the ball well, right? If you want to make some off of here, Prop them called out multiple times people that was just off here with nothing else, and Yainer a couple of them. I'm new here. Was good with it at. For you to be new here and sub out the gate, I appreciate you. And it just didn't get limited. Facts. Yep, we see that every season. Because it was good. What's good with it, TG? Good morning. I'm at work listening. Let's get this knowledge money. Facts. If you're new here, I don't give out plays. So I hope that's not what you're here for. I give out knowledge and I point you in the right direction. It's on you. We kind of gamble different, so I just try to point everybody in the right direction. So, yeah, so we got that. We'll get the pitcher weak spots. That's most people's favorite. Ballpark weather we can see here. I think it was one game. Oh, it's two. So you got be careful of this. Whoa. Be careful of this game. This might be. It's going to just be delayed. It's only raining the first 2 hours. We're going to get some decent weather later. And what was that other game that just had a 33% chance in Kaufman? Why I say rain, but on here it don't got no rain. Oh, precipitation, 45%, 50%. It might rain, it might not. But other than that, I want to say we got some good weather today. Let me see what this wind looking like. Out, 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 out. What's this? In, like right field, out. It looked like another day, y'all. And I'm glad it's a smaller slate. It looked like another day that we can take advantage of these books. I think it's gonna really be a hitter day, especially the way K's was yesterday. So I like that. I like that a lot. So let's get into this. You got most home runs versus pitchers. If you like history matchups, Garcia got 2 against Kikuchi. Carroll got 2 against Darvish. Tatis, Zach, and so on and so forth. So that's most home run versus pitchers. You can see who got the most home runs against today pitcher in their history. Most extra base hits, anything that's a double or more, which it'll tell you over here. Mark Canyon got 5 extra base hits, 3 doubles, 2 home runs. Pitcher summary, you can see like who to target. I always tell people I target by like home run per 9. So I go to each hand. So left hand, I'm seeing who giving up on average the most homers to a hand a game. Montero, damn near giving up 3 homers a game to lefties. So that's good to know. When you going in looking at Tampa Bay batters, you see that he giving up 3 on average. He done gave up 7 homers on 22 innings pitched. That's how they coming up with this number, right? You can round this up to 2. Who is this? Tanner giving up 2 to lefties. So you might want to look at some lefties on Houston. 1.73. You get what I'm saying? Right hand batters. Damn, what was this? Richard Fitz, Colorado. He giving up damn near 3.5 homers a game to righties. Gomber giving up 2. Gordon giving up 2. Zach Gallen giving up 2. You get where I'm going with that? So, streaks, if you care about his streaks. I like this. So it's telling you like Bobby Witt got 10 games straight of a hit, right? It'll tell you where the best odds at. It'll tell you what he batting against the hand of the pitcher. And if he got history against that pitcher, the second one will tell you what his batting average is. So it's kind of like common sense, right? If you want here, look for double greens. Look for somebody who batting well against that hand this year. And look for somebody who got a decent batting average, a green batting average versus that pitcher in the history, if you can, if you use this. But let's get over here to these weak spots. Let's see what we got here. So first game, they added him. He wasn't on here earlier. You got Shane, who done gave up 16 homers. 5 to lefties, 11 to righties. He giving up damn near 2 homers a game to righties. This is very interesting. I tell y'all all the time, for y'all who don't know what home run to fly ball is, this kind of can help you understand which hand does the most damage to that pitcher. So anything over 13% to me is good. So 14% basically to lefties, but he got a 26% home run to fly ball ratio to right-handed batters. So more fly balls from righties go over the fence. More damage is done from right-handed batters. Going up against Montero, 11 homers, 7 against lefties, 4 against righties. He giving up almost 3 homers a game to lefties with a 27% home run to fly ball. Yeah, this might be one of them like B-Low or Randa days, and I ain't even look. Tort day late. Tort looked good. Somebody had pointed him out to. Shoot did. Tort looked real good. So second and third, Shane, he got weak spots in the second and third spot. Anywhere where they give up a 200 ISO is what's gonna be highlighted green. But I tell y'all all the time, make sure you looking, because look right here. A 400 slug with a 186. This could be a weak spot. It's not green. It just missed that 200 ISO. But that don't take away from 2 homers, 639 OPS, 400 slug. So and he got the 7th spot. So I look in here, not just at the green spots. This is crazy, a 400 ISO to the 7th batter. Pre-game, if you knew the prop finder, confirmed lineup, it's going to put the players at where they have the most at-bats at. If you click them, you can see where they done batted at this year. It's going to always, by default, put them where they got the most at-bats at. When the lineup is confirmed, it'll put them where they at, and it'll highlight the people down here that's highlighted up here. So the 2nd, 3rd, and 7th batter, it'll actually highlight the players when they actually know who's going to be there, right? So keep that in mind. You got Montero, 2nd, 3rd spot, the 5th spot, the 7th spot. Remember what I told y'all, both of them got it. When you see back-to-back spots, especially in that 3 to 5 area, if you see back-to-back weak spots, those are prime spots for RBI ladders. That's something, anybody who know me know I'm an RBI guy. That's a piece of advice I can give you. Like when you see, like, I really love like that 3rd and 4th. If I can see 3rd or 4th or 4th and 5th, like right here, these are RBI ladder spots. All we need to know is who's going to actually be there. But for your weak spot to be the 2 of the 3 sweet spots of the power of that lineup, those where your RBI spots is. 4th, 5th, 6th. Another one right here. Just scrolling through here. Third and fourth. This the prime one. Third and fourth spot. So knowing who bat in these spots when they confirm the lineups, those are spots that third, fourth, fifth. This one got a weak spot to the third, that whole strength of their lineup. Back to back to back. Who is this? Sean Burke. So I would pay attention, y'all, and it's most likely gonna be what? Like Springer, Vlad, Kirk, somewhere in there. Pay attention to who be right here. These is prime RBI ladder spots when it's back to back weak spots in the heart of the lineup where the power at. Third, fourth, another one. This might be a RBI day. This might be a RBI day. I ain't looked at nobody yet, but just looking off straight weak spots, this might be a RBI day. I be sleeping on them RBIs. I don't know why. I don't know why. What's up with it, Night Screen? I don't know why. I'm telling y'all, it's so much value in props outside of homers that's way easier to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Hit run RBIs, total bases, all that. If we look at people and we like them for a homer, you gotta like them for everything else. And if I like you for a homer in the third or fourth spot, all I'm hoping is you got a couple people on base when you go yard to get 2 or 3 RBIs. That 2-3 RBI ladder, that shit feed families. You just gotta be invested in it. Hit on the 2-man yesterday with Moniak and Rosarina and straight on. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, as long as they do what we see they can do, we good. So let's get into these lineups. We're going to start with the top. Okay, so Riley Green, I'm going to leave it on last 10 to start it. Last 10, he got a 92 average, 20% barrel rate. You can just look right here at these last 9 at-bats going against a right-hand pitcher pitching any of these pitches that he going to see today. 315, 315, 386, 388, 381. Just know you see a lot of bright green in this little last 9 at-bats going up against the same hand and the pitches he gonna see, those are like auto tails. Let me see. Last 5. 92. Again, I can't stress enough to y'all. Don't let this 0 barrel percent fool you. Use your eyes and come down here and see for yourself. Because this could have been a barrel. The only thing that made this not a barrel, it was right under the threshold for the exit velocity. This one, 102, 315. This could have been a barrel, but the angle was too high. This one could have been a barrel. Exit velocity was a little too low. You get what I'm saying? This one could have been a barrel. Right under the exit velocity average that it would have needed to be. So don't let this just say 0 and instantly be like, oh no, he can't do that. Like, look at these last at-bats. Go to the StatCast. See, he got a 60% fly ball, 20% home run to fly ball, 60% hard hit last 5. Last 10, same thing. 60, 20, 60. So fuck with that 0% said last 5. Last 10, he got a 20% barrel. Let me see. Riley Green. Let's look at his splits. 8 at home, 17 during the night. Look, green. July, he got a 545 slug with 3 homers. Mondays, he batting good with 3 homers. Versus righties, he got a 600 slug with 21 homers. Like, what's his odds? And they giving you 475 for him today. I love Green. Torque, this even brighter green. This even make more sense. Whether you looking here or you looking at these last 9 at-bats. Right-hand pitcher he going up against who throwing a 4-seam and a knuckle curve to him. This is what he's done. Seeing a 4-seam and a knuckle curve his last 10. Last 5, 99 exit velocity average with a 20% barrel. And let's see his StatCast. 40% fly ball, 20% home run to fly ball, 60% hard hit last 5. Last 10, 40, 40, 20, 70. Yeah, I like Torque. Let me see his splits. 8 at home, 9 at night. Damn, a 700 slug this month. And we only, 7 days in? He got 3 homers on 23 at-bats. Mondays he struggled, but I tell y'all all the time, that's not enough. Just because, if everything else green, just because you ain't hit good that day, it's not enough to make me not play you. If everything else read. 434 slug with 11 homers versus right-hand pitchers. So I love Green. I love Torkelson. They giving us both of them at great odds. You got Green at 475 on Bet365, and you getting Torque at plus 500. Y'all know how I feel about that. What's up, Petty? You know how I feel about that. You give me plus 400 odds or higher on anybody, it's going. Especially if I like your metrics. 95-0. Let me see his StatCast. 20% fly ball. You want to aim for a 30% fly ball or higher. Look at it like if they only got 3 at-bats. If I can get you at 30%, that's telling me one of your 3 minimum should be a fly ball. 20%. If other stuff make a lot of sense, I'll take 20, but I really want 30% fly ball. Let me see his last 5. 20%. What I tell y'all, another day, y'all. This is the second day in a row we went through this, and it happened again. What I tell y'all, when you see these high-ass line drive percentages, total bases and doubles. It was a whole lot of doubles yesterday and a whole lot of total bases cashed. When you look at somebody's stat cast and you see that they line drive or they ground ball is higher than the fly ball, go a different route. You want the ball to go up for them home runs. So if you see they more straight, we just talked about that with Gunner. Did the same thing. Like when you see they not really getting under the baseball and they hitting more straight or down, go to total base or the double route. That you talking about Christian Walker? Like I said, that's an auto. What's this? But I don't like these metrics though, to be honest. I don't like this barrel percentage. Last 10, 0, last 5, but we see why. He got a high line drive. So if you do like anything about him, you will be more so going total bases or doubles. Appreciate that follow. Who we got here? Sweeney. Last 5. Okay, 20% barrel, 91 exit velo. Average exit velo. I like a lot of green here. Let me see your stat cast. I like this fly ball percentage for damn show. 60%, 20% home run to fly ball. 1 out of every 5 fly balls he hit gonna be a home run. 60% hard hit. Last 10. He's even last 10 with a bigger sample size. He stayed at that 30% I like. And then the hard hits went up. And again, remember, a hard hit is anything over 95 miles an hour. So let me see, Sweeney. Where you at? Let me see your you got 1 night games, 2 July, 1 with a 500 slug. Mondays, 458 slug with a 333 batting average. He see the ball wheel on Mondays. 327. I don't know if he playing. I don't see no odds for him. If y'all already know what to do. If y'all see odds for Sweeney, somebody tell me what his odds is. I don't see it. But he might be one of them gems that we always look for every day outside of your norm. Perez, 98-20. Last 10, 93-10. Miss Honey ain't in here. She probably working. Y'all know how I feel about shit like this too. When I see bright green in bunches, that's showing me literally, that's simply showing me consistency. That showed me that damn near every at bat you have, you hitting it hard, whether it be a home run or not. That's what we want. So I love these metrics. I ain't gonna lie, I love these metrics. 93-10 for the last 10, 98-20. 60% fly ball, 20% home run to fly ball, 60% hard hit. In his last 5, let's see if he keep that fly ball up in 10. Stayed at 60. 10% home run to fly ball, 40% hard hit. Home games, he got 3 homers at home. 600 slug is crazy with 4 homers at night. He got 1 this month. This is nuts. A 1,200 slug in the month of July. I know we only 7 days in, but a 1,200 slug is crazy. With a homer. That's Mondays. On Mondays, I'm sorry. 5 at bats with a 1,200 slug. First righties a 400 slug with 4 home runs. 750. Come on, man. Like, that's insane. Plus 750 for Perez. Let's see if we find anybody else we like in this motherfucker that got the metrics. Who is this? Parker Meadow, Rogers. Hold on, he got the barrel. What's your last file look like? 20% fly ball. I want something better than that. And make that shit make sense to y'all. Don't ever, just because of a name, be on it like, do I want to, do you like shit? Make that shit make sense. Matt Vierland, this is another one where this 0% can be misleading. Because you can see he got a 95 last 5. Last 10, he holding that 95, right? He only got 5 at-bats. I get it. But look at how much bright green is in these 5 at-bats. Not only that, look at his stat cast. He got an 80% fly ball. If I put that in perspective, Kyle Riley has an 80% fly ball for the season, or the last 5, 10, 15. It was one other person, I can't remember. But shit, the big dumper is enough. He lead the league. Like he has an 80. Aaron Judge. They both hold 80% fly ball. So keep that in mind. Like he has a 8 out of every 10 balls he hit going up. So that's a good sign. Let me see. He don't got no homers for the year. So none of this gonna make sense. None of this gonna look like nothing. But again, that don't go away from your eye test. Looking here. And they giving you him at 750. Now, what I will say is he the same odds as Perez. So if I gotta pick one of the 750s, of course I'm gonna go with Perez because not only is they the same odds, but Perez charts look better. His metrics look way better. So for shows, it's Torque. That's probably, let me see. Torque is my favorite. Torque is my favorite. On last 5, a lot of bright green. Look at this. Last 9 at bats, a lot of bright green. Torque is my favorite. Riley Green up there. And then if you want your like your value play, like that long shot, it's gonna be this. It's gonna be Perez. Now, did any of them three, based on just where they be at, let's see. Riley bat the most at 4th. So if he at 4th, he'll be in a weak spot. No, 2nd and 3rd. And then 7th. Where would Perez 6? Do he bat 7th? 10 at bats. So we just have to see how that fall. I was trying to see, that's how I really know who I'm gonna pull the trigger on. Don't let me like you here and then you fall in one of them spots. It's up. Every time. It's up. All right, now we got Montero. Let's see. We want a lefty. This dude giving up almost 3 homers a game to lefties. But again, if a righty makes sense, a righty makes sense. 10% barrel. Let me see. StatCast. 40% line drive for B-Low for the last 5. 50% fly ball last 10. 7 on the road. Mondays, 417 with a homer. 538. 16 homers versus righties. Interesting. Oh, shit. Yainer. Okay, hold on. 96-40. Last 5. Last 10. He's still holding that 40% barrel. He's still holding that. Let me see your StatCast. 30% fly ball. 60% hard hit last 10. 20% fly ball. 80% last 5. 467 with 3 on the road. 448 with 7 at night. 526 with a homer this month. 500 with a homer on Mondays. 492, 500 with 10 homers versus righties. I like Yandy a lot. And they're giving you great value at 5-1. Yeah, I like this Yandy a whole lot. I mean, he holding a 40% barrel for the last 5, 10, 15 is still up there at 30. So for him, he holding a barrel like he hitting the ball with the right exit velocity and barrel consistently. Last all the way damn near to his last 15 at bats against righties throwing a sinker, slider, and or forcing. Caminero, he got the power. What, you not hitting fly balls? Nope, 60% ground ball. I'll pass. Aranda last 5, 20% barrel. Last 10, 20% barrel. 40% fly ball, 50% hard hit. I like those numbers, and I like that fly ball percentage. 6 homers on the road, 6 at night. He having a slow start to the month, but y'all know them the ones I want. I want the ones so you can give me some value. 750 slug is crazy on 24 at bats with a homer on Mondays and a 500 slug with 10 homers versus righties. And they giving you him at 5-1 odds. 525. What was Yandy? So Yandy and him got the same odds. Interesting. %20 barrel. What's your fly ball? See, you got more ground balls. I think we was gonna get the best out of Magnum that we got. 20% barrel last 5, 10% barrel last 10, 40% fly ball, 60% hard hit, 10% home run per fly ball last 10. He holding that 40% fly ball. That's good to know. Let me see his metrics. 3 on the road, 7 at night, 800 slug on 10 at bats. That's crazy. With a homer in July, 400 slug with 2 on a Monday, and he got 5 homers versus righties. And they holding him at 560. Anybody had Jansen on their sheet? Hey, appreciate that sub. What's up with the Shine? Anybody had Jansen in their radar? Oh shit. Hold on. Oh yeah, and he holding that 20 for the last 10 at bats. 40% fly ball. This is scary though. 60% ground ball. 60% hard hit, but he got a 20% home run to fly ball. Let me see, last 10. Okay, the ground ball came down. He's still holding at 40, and he's still over 50% hard hit. Let me see your metrics. 2 on the road, 4 at night. What the fuck? Well, he only got 2 at bats. I'm about to say a 2,000 slug is crazy with a homer. 478 slug on Mondays. 447 with 4 homers versus righties. But why don't they got lines for him? Don't he always start? Hey, yo. 40% fly ball last 5. 40% fly ball last 10. 50% hard hit. 40% hard hit. 1 on the road. 1 versus righties. Where's the other shit at? Where's July and all that? He ain't played this month? Where's July over here? Why don't they got May? This nigga ain't played or something, y'all? Do he throw the four seam a lot to where you would just isolate the four seam? Let me see something. Well, 41%. Yeah, you could do that. Let me see. Let me see what it look like. You said Josh or Brandon? Yeah, see, Below against the four seam itself, yeah. If that's who you meant. Yeah, here and there, but for the most part, I just drop the plays. Cause it's like I'm doing it with y'all. Damn near. I'm doing the same thing with y'all. Sometimes I'll write them. It depends on how much time I got between in the stream, uploading it to YouTube, and then being able to research or write that shit down. Sometimes I do, but not I ain't been as consistent as I was. But it's like I'm giving that bitch out damn near every day. So Yandy, y'all, from what I'm seeing, this Yandy, he's in a great spot at plus 525. Aranda is in a good spot. If I got to pick, they the same odds. I would probably go Aranda because we know that that's Montero weak spot. And when did somebody else? I would look, y'all. I would want to see in case they sneak them in what his odds is, but more importantly, where I think the gym is at is him. Matt, whatever the hell that is, Stas, whatever that is. He used to start. He's off the bench or he injured. If he play, I'm interested in what his line gonna be because a 40% barrel is crazy. Like I would want to know what he is. But if yo for shows is Aranda and Yandy, and like I said, be smart about it. Pay attention to the pitcher, right? Versus lefties, 7 of his 11 homers, almost 3 homers a game to lefties, with a 27% home run to fly ball. So if you got to pick between him and Yandy, and they both the same exact odds, veer towards the weakness of your pitcher. Yeah, veer towards. So if I got to pick one of the two, it'd be Aranda. But I love him and I love Yandy, both holding a 40% barrel for their last 5 and 10 at bats. So keep that in mind because, yeah. Let me see. What was the weak spots here? 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 7th. 2nd Below. 3rd Caminero. 5th would be Morel or whatever, however you say the hell it's done. What was it? 7? Hey, look, the 7th spot. Look who got the most at bats at that spot. That Matt dude. I wonder if he gonna play. That really gonna if he play and he in that 7th spot. I'm really gonna take him. Yeah. So pay attention to that. We got Marlins, Reds. Most know, but in case you don't, you always, I mean always target home runs in Great American. Always. That is by far the easiest park to hit home runs in. Outside of Coors. Coors is easy to hit home runs in because of the altitude carry. I'm talking about small park itself. There's no easier park to target home runs than Great American. And we got a little bit of rain to start the game, but it wasn't enough. It's going to stop. And you got, even though it's 4 mile an hour, at least winds going out. But it wouldn't matter if winds was going out or not. Always target this game. This park. All right, so let's start up here with Ellie. Ellie, man, what's up with Ellie, y'all? Look at this. For y'all who don't know, like we paying attention to this left side, right? Last 5 or whatever you put this on. The right 2 is what they've done for the season. Look at how green 96-20 for the season Ellie has been to righties. And then previously, last 5, last 10, last 15, like my boy in a down stretch like a motherfucker. Flowers look wild? Okay, bet. Um, I'm not impressed with this Ellie shit. Let me see. You got the fly ball percent. Let me see. Last 5, 10, 20. See, over a bigger sample size, 40% ground ball, 30 line drive, 40% ground ball, the last 5. Yeah, you might have to go Ellie with the doubles or the TBs if you like his metrics or anything about him. I'm not impressed at all. Let me see something. For the season, he got 18. So he do hit more homers when he bat. What is this, a right-hand pitcher? So he gonna bat left. But I'm not impressed with the metrics. Not for no 375. Another one, y'all, like I don't know. Let me see. Before I even say it. Okay, so this is a weird one. Look at this, y'all. Ain't nothing green up here, right? 85-0. Last 10. 83-0. Now that's telling you like, oh no, hell no. But look right here at these last 9 at bats. Look right here. I'm not really understanding why these numbers so low. Oh, I can see a 59. Is this a damn sack bunt? Oh no, just a ground ball. 35 mile an hour. I hate they have to find a way to eliminate these. Like take out the sack bunts because the exit velocity on that be crucifying they average. But anyway, again, that's why I say use your eyes. It is too much bright green in these last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these last 6 at bats. Look at all this bright green. He hitting the ball far and he getting launch that we want going up. The only reason these ain't barrels is because the exit velocity was right under the threshold, right? And if you go to a StatCast, he holding a 40 fly ball percentage. Last 10 to go down to 20. Last 5, which is up in this area, he got a 40% fly ball. Let me see something. You got 1 at home, 6 at night. You having a slow start to this month. 488 with 1 on a Monday. A 440 with 6 on the right. He might be, and he at 560. Don't be surprised Frito go yard. Don't be surprised he go yard today. He might be in a sneaky spot. Like this make more sense. We see he hitting the fly balls, but like he not hitting it real far. Let me see. See, look, he got a high fly ball percent, 60. Home run to fly ball. 1 out of every 5 fly balls be a home run for him. That 20% hard hit ain't it. I need that to be 50% minimum. 40, maybe if the other stuff look crazy, but you really want a 50% hard hit. Like if, of course, if you only getting 3 or 4 at bats, I want at least half of them to be 95 mile an hour exit velocities. We can't get to the fence if you ain't hitting the ball hard as shit, right? So a 20%, let me see last 10, 30%. Yeah, no, negative. Let me see what your shit look like. 20%. Line drive. Gavin Lux might be good for some total bases today. 40% ground, 40% line drive. I see these 95 exit velocity average. He hitting the ball hard. He just not getting under it to where it can go. Everything is coming straight over second base. Everything going over second base. So if you do like his metrics, like looking down here or his splits, seeing that higher ground and line drive, I would probably target like doubles or total bases for him. Okay, now we got some barrel. Here we go. Let me see what your last 10 look like. 10, 50% fly ball, 50% hard hit. That's the shit I'm into. 60% fly ball, 60% hard hit last 5. This the shit I be into. Whoa, what? Oh, it's a switched. 475. Let me go look at his splits. 2 homers at home, 2 at night, 333. He having a slow start to this month. I see that 560 with a homer on Mondays with 25 at bats. 4 homers versus righties. And for y'all who don't know, if you keep scrolling down when the lineup confirmed, you don't have to go to pitcher weak spot. It'll add that in here to it. So it'll light up purple like up here, wherever they're gonna fall at. So it'll be every split you can possibly consider. It'll all be in there. 475. I like Tyler Stevenson. I like Tyler. Anybody with a decent barrel in Great American, you definitely want to target them. Austin Hayes, he been hitting the ball hard. He been getting solid contact. Look, last 5, he got a 40% barrel. Last 10, 20%. 40% fly ball, 40% hard hit last 10. 40% fly ball, 40% hard hit last 5. All green shit over here. 3 home runs at home, 3 at night. High slugs for both. 429 with 1 on 21 at bats this month. A 750 slug on 20 at bats. That's a nice sample size to say a 750 is good as shit. It ain't like he got a 750 on 5 at bats. He got a 750 slugger on 20 at bats. On Mondays. And then he got a 482 with 7 on righties. What's his home run odds? Plus 410. Okay, that makes sense. I like this. So I'm liking these righties. Frida was in a sneaky. If I had to pick so far, Stevenson and Hayes. Oh, never mind. Fuck both of all 3 of them. Hold on. What the fuck? Somebody said, who that said he in it? This ain't sneaky. This shit broad daylight with it. Country Blue. This ain't sneaky. Nigga, this dead smack in your face. This ain't shit sneaky about 120. Ain't no sneaking to this. That nigga right in your grill with it. Hold up. And he at 480? Hold on. Let's take a look at something real quick. Let me see these. Let's look at this goddamn stat cast. 30% fly ball, 50% hard hit last 10. 100% line drive. So that means these last 5 you're not getting. Okay, 18, 14, 18, 11, 42. Okay, I see that. You got to get, but it depends. Like last 10, a bigger sample size. He got the metrics. Let me see something. This is gonna be the deciding factor for me. 6 at home out of his 7. So he loved playing at home. I bet you do. 6 of his 7 homers at home with a 600 slug. 509 with 3 homers at night. 500 with 1 this month on 12 at bats. 14 at bats. He got a 286 on Monday. And versus righties, he got 6 of his 7 homers against righties with a 454 slug at 480. Yeah, I like these. I love this. Like to average 100 mile an hour, I don't think people know how consistently hard you hit the ball. Yeah, fuck all them. Like seeing this shit is crazy. And then he consistent. He consistent all year. 90s. He holding a 97-22 all year. Last 5, 120. Last 10, 96-10. So he is consistently seeing right-handed pitchers who pitch slider, four-seam, or curveball. He's consistently, what better time to take him than in this little ass park? Damn. This might be one of them games that tee off like that day 1 of the Cubs series. This might be one of them ones you see one of them crazy parlays with damn near 2-3 niggas from each team. Like, look at this. 92 exit velocity with a 40% barrel his last 5. Last 10, he got a 20% barrel. Look right here in these last 9 at bats from a this hand pitcher pitching these big clusters of bright green. StatCast, 40% fly ball with a 70% hard hit, 10% home run to fly ball last 10. 40% fly ball, 20%. All his shit got better the last 5. Last 10 solid though. 40, 10, 70 is crazy. Last 5, 40, 20, 80. So he's been actually getting better contact the more recent these bats being, which is, y'all know that's what we want, the in and out. We want the right now who is great getting solid contact. 4 of his 6 homers at home, of course. Okay, so he loved being at home more. 3 homers at night. 600 slug on 10 at bats with a homer this month. Mondays ain't been the best to him yet, but guess what? We changed that shit today. And a 479 with 6 of his 7 homers again. No, all 6 of his homers. I'm sorry. He got 6 homers on the season. All 6 is against righties. 4-1 odds. We ain't been seeing nothing but good value. We ain't gonna jinx it. We ain't seen none of them 200-300 home runs yet. We seeing some good people with some great reads. What the fuck? How many people on this team is good today? Hold on. 40-40 last 5. 40-50 last 10. Is this shit about to be a home run derby, chat? Who is this? Marte. So you got 3 homers and all 3 against righties. What's your odds? 650. Okay. And then it's another one. Reese. We all know Reese body. He got the highest home run fly ball percent we done seen so far in these 2 games. I think the max we seen was 20, right? 25%. But hold up. 50% ground ball. Interesting. Be careful with him. He might be your TB guy. Might want to go TBs with him. He got that high ass fly ball ground ball percentage. Last 10 and last 5. And he got a smaller sample size. I love these metrics though. So I ain't mad at you for taking it again, even being here in Great America. But from looking at his StatCast, let's see what these look like over here. He definitely having a bad month so far. 8 at bats, he ain't got one hit. 500 on 2 versus righties. Both his homers is against righties. I don't know. And then they don't got his lineup. So, damn, you got options, y'all. You got some crazy options in here. Let's see. Let's go like this. Okay, let me see. You don't need to give up 1 homer. Let's see what the spots at on here. Where your weak spots? You don't even got no weak spots. Well, let me see. Hold up. This is a weak spot. A 529 slug is a weak spot. He just missed the 200. That's a weak spot. 500 slug. That's a weak spot. Oh, it's some sneaky weak spots. Who would bat second? Espanol, McClain. I just seen another 500. Who is this second? Who is this fifth with a 400 batting average? How the fuck is this not a weak spot? I mean, I get it. It's not 200. A 400 batting average with a 533 slug is a weak spot. Who bat fifth? Or usually bat fifth? Spencer, Steer, Lux. Was Steer one of them ones? No. Who was the people, y'all? Stevenson, Hayes. This Hayes 40%. That's crazy. Benson, he might be the clear favorite with these metrics. This look crazy, and I love this consistency. 438, like 372. So, shit. Who y'all fucking with, chat? Put in the chat if you like these. Which one you like the best? Who you like? You going Marte, Strand, Benson, Hayes, Stevenson. I say take the 2 total bases and call it a day. It's too many damn people. Did you cover Ellie? Yeah, that Ellie shit look dirt. Ain't nothing going on with this Ellie shit. He got a whole lot of ground balls. He got the fly ball percentage, but he not getting solid contact. Like, I don't know what's up with my boy. I mean, can today be redemption? Anything can be redemption in Great American. So, yeah, they do have him with the lowest odds. So the books are giving him the best probability today of going yard. I don't see it. And I tell y'all all the time, it's too many games, too many players. Don't force nothing with nobody because of a name. Don't force nothing with nobody. Make that shit make sense to your standards. Set you some boundaries to where you at. For me, like those for shows, it's like 20% barrel or higher, 30% fly ball or higher, 50% hard hit or higher. You know what I'm saying? Like set what works for you. Pay attention to when you make your bet. You learn more in your losses. Pay attention to what you're betting, what made you take them, and then you reevaluate, and the shit that you see is making you money, make those your standards. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you under my standards, I'm not touching that shit, period. It's too many players that have to force myself to play you because I like your name or I want to follow a certain narrative. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with narratives, but I'm not going to force it for a narrative when nothing else makes sense to me. Sandstrom, fuck it all of them. Fuck it, all of them. Lux, I like Lux metric. I like this. I like the power. The thing that's throwing me off with him is he got a higher ground ball and line drive over his fly ball. So again, like I told y'all the last couple of days, and we've been watching it happen, you're gonna get a lot of doubles out of these people. These are motherfuckers you're gonna be ranting about they hit the fence or shit like that. This is telling you that. Learn like what these things is telling you. You know, when you see these high line drive and ground balls, those are people you probably gonna aim for total bases. Depending on where they at in the lineup, you might want to go RBI, but total bases, doubles. You want 30% fly balls. Like I say all the time, treat it like they gonna only get 3 at bats. If the team hitting good, they gonna sneak in a 4th or a 5th, or if they batting at home, right? And they may be losing, but just think of it like on average, I know you're gonna get 3 at bats. So then just do the math. You want certain shit to make it like I'm looking at a 30% fly ball, so at least one of your 3 at bats at minimum should be a fly ball based on your fly ball percent. So just break it down into like percents and figure out your standards and go from there. Don't force Nothing, because I love Ellie, but this is telling you Ellie is in a slump. And for me, as a value person, when y'all know I want slumps, right? I preach slumps, but it got to make sense in the value. I look for slumps because I want slump value. Him being in the slump and then 375, it's not that. Especially when you show me people that's like this that got better metrics and better value. You would think the one that's in a slump should at least have better value for the day, but they also taking into account that it's in Great American. They ain't fucking around with that. They're not gonna just give crazy value on that, but it's still some value in there that we seeing from that. Basis save me. Basis always will save you. I tell people all the time because I notice a lot of people want to put a lot of legs on their parlay. And if you want to put like 5, 6, 10 leg parlays, go to basis or hit run RBIs route. That way you can still stay within a lot of the legs that you like, but just water it down. Again, it's free game. We all of us, including myself, we all leave a lot of money on the board because we so focused on a home run. But it's like it's so crazy how much shit you can get if you think they can go yard. Like I said, going yard alone. If you hit a solo homer, that's 3 hit run RBIs, 1 RBI, 4 total bases, right? Like it's so much shit that a home run will get you. So research for homers, but learn to water down to make safer plays where you not just throwing your money at all home runs. It's no different research. God damn. Hold up. Keep that thought. Damn, hold on. This nigga last 15. He holding this 40. How long are you holding this 40%? 30 for last 25, 35, 20. He holding this 40% barrel. Even the hits only. It's tough. All that shit tough. Judge has 3 RBIs. 1 homer was trash. Hey, y'all follow me. So y'all see the shit I be posting. I tell y'all, I play my straights. Y'all see what I be hitting. Can zone yesterday. 3 total bases, 500. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't even get our best players home runs to be plus 500. You mean to tell me just 3 total bases that he can get in multiple at bases and it's less than a home run total bases? It's more value than a homer? Run that shit every time. 2, 3 RBIs, that shit is better value than homer, and I can get that 4, 5 different ways. Run that shit every time. Instead of me having to rely for the ball, it has to go over the fence. Fuck all that. Peep him with the 4-seam and cutter. But again, are they pitching that? See, for me, like for Brady, I only isolate pitches if they throwing it a crazy amount further than the rest. This shit fairly even to me. Like, you'll get some pitchers that'll have one pitch 50%, and then the rest will be like boom, 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 boom. But even with the 4 pitches, like you can see y'all right here too. If you go over the pitches, so this is Singer, right? He done gave up 8 pitches to lefties. 3 homers off the sinker, 5 off the slider. You come down here, he got 2 off the slider, 1 off the sinker. So he got homers against both pitches that he got. The metrics look insane. These metrics look crazy. Let me go back down to like last 5, last 10 area. Without looking at this, look at these last 9 at bats. Like, he's seeing the ball very well. 60% fly ball. This is the highest now. 30% home run to fly ball. 1 out of every 3 fly balls Stowers hit going yard. Going yard. I told you, yeah, shoot. I was about to say, shoot told me about him this morning. So look, we got the metrics. This is how you do your process of eliminations. We got the metrics. The StatCast showing he hitting fly balls. He got a crazy home run to fly ball, and 8 out of every 10 baseballs he hit is going 95 miles an hour. It's beef with every baseball that come his direction if he can lay smacks on that bitch. And then look here. All you see is green in his splits. 526 slug, 8 homers on the road. 500 slug, 9 homers at night. 700 slug on 20 at bats. This is an accurate slugger percentage. 3 homers. Mondays, 400 slug with a homer. Versus righties, 500 slug, 16 homers. Like 340. You know what I'm saying? You're getting some decent value. Now, this is something I'm going to put with something. You can make a 3-leg, 340s, you got your plus 10,000. 10 to 1,000. Is Spence Torkelson 2 bases a good look? Very good. Good looking for answering that. Torque is in a very good spot. He might have been wasn't it Torque, Green? Yeah, Torque was my favorite. Green is second up. Y'all know I'm going for the gusto. Run them long shots. I'm looking at Perez sideways. Everything about this Stowers shit look great. From the metrics to the StatCast to the splits. Let me see this picture. Brady Singer. Oh man. Don't let him be in this weak spot. Where you bet at? Fifth? He's in the weak spot, and he's he a left-handed batter where Brady Singer get hit the hardest. 8 out of 10 of his homers, a homer a game with a 12% home run to fly ball. I'm talking about this shit is like check, 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 check. Even if he don't hit it, you should still sleep well knowing you made the absolute best read taking Stowers today. He in the weak spot. There's nothing about Stowers today that you wouldn't take. From the park to the metrics to the StatCast to the splits to the weak spot to the weak hand of the pitcher. Everything about Stowers say he going yard today. Now, the rest is on him. We did our part. It's 20% barrel. Hold up. Oh no, 60% ground ball. Next, Ramirez, last 5, and Waukee, last 10. Let me see your metrics, because you got the power. 50% ground ball, last 10. 60% last 5. Versus righties pitching a sinker slider. That's ass. I keep seeing his name a lot on the timeline. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I've been seeing his name a lot today. Sanchez. Love these metrics. 20% barrel. He holding a 90 exit velocity. See this StatCast. 40% ground ball, 40% fly ball. He got the fly ball here last 10. He holding that 40%, so he hit a lot of fly balls. 50% hard hit last 10. He hitting more hard hits in the last 5, more recent at bats. That's what we want. We want you in the right now. Fuck all that last month, for the season. Man, you know how much shit can change in baseball in a matter of a day? I want to know right now, and who's seeing these hand pitchers and these pitches the best. Sanchez a good total base. Sour. Who that? Stowers RBI ladder. He in that 5th spot. And you been paying attention? 4th and 5th is back to back. You paying attention? Yes, sir. Stowers is in that RBI spot. Him and whoever that 4th person is. I like this Sanchez shit at 4-1 odds. Let me see his splits. 5 on the road, 4 at night with a 400 slug, 300 batting average. He see the ball well. 500 slug. You ain't got a homer, but you got the slug. This nigga got a double and 2 triples. He dying to hit a homer, y'all. 2 triples and a double this month. But I knew it was something with this 600 slug. 700 slug on 34 at-bats with 2 homers, 3 doubles, and a triple on Mondays. Versus righties, 450 with 6 homers. I like Sanchez. Don't like him more than Stowers, but again, another lefty. We know that Singer got a problem with lefties. That's who take his ass up top. On the RB. Hey, no bullshit, Country Blue. He going on something, huh? I like his metrics, but I had started here. I ain't fucking with this. Let me see some last 10. Damn, last 10, they go down further. I love the metrics. This look crazy. You can take the chance on the strength of the value. These are beautiful numbers, 98-30. This is fucking me up. He got the hard hit, which we seen from the average. It's these ground balls, man. 20% last 5. It's these fucking ground balls that's throwing me off. Let me see those splits. 3 on the road, 4 at night with a 400 slug. You having a rough start to the month. Don't care about that. No homers on a Monday. Don't care about that. Versus righties, you ain't hitting it the best. You got 4 homers. I like that value, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that one. I mean, he can go yard with this. You can't deny this shit. Last 5 and these last 10. I don't like that fly ball percent. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Your ass gonna be on a total base slip somewhere. Jed, anybody, if you hear me say they good for a homer, that's 4 total bases. They automatically good for 2 TBs. That's what I be trying to get through to everybody. Don't just spam homers because they in a good spot for homers. Shit, water your shit down and make you some total base home. Man, so many people tag me every day in total base parlays they hit. And people that we see for homers, they didn't get the homers, but they cashed on a total basis. Hell yeah, a homer is 4 total bases. Automatically, they good for 2 total bases if you like them for 4. Derek Hill, hold up. Oh yeah, you cooking last 5 and last 10. Love this log. I see a lot of bright green. Please have a high. What the fuck is this? Why am I last 15? What the fuck is this? 55% line drive last 10, 60% total bases. It's another total bases. He got the shit you need. I don't know what his odds are. Those line drives can potentially turn to home runs. If you want to put the parking, take the park into account as far as it being Great American. But me just going off of this StatCast and I'm seeing 60% line drives, I'll take your total bases. Maybe your double if I'm feeling froggy. Hey, he ain't in that spot today, but y'all, this might be one of my favorite new players. I might have to come Jersey for Buddy ass. I like Hernandez. I almost broke my neck talking about him yesterday, and he went out there and smashed something. And it was a pitch that he got tricked on. But he in a good spot. So today we got some sneakies. You do what you want with this. This is a sneaky spot. This is a sneaky spot. Was it him with the last 10 too? Connor Norby and Derek Hill are in sneakies. But for shows, don't overthink this shit. It's by far Stowers first at plus 340 on what's the name? I know one of y'all, 2 of y'all, 10 of y'all gonna have both of them on there. And then you got 41 odds with Sanchez. So, and like I said, everything matches up with them. Where do Sanchez usually bat? Second. 357 slug, 143 with a 684. But it's not even no question, y'all. We all know who the okay called it at 10 a.m. I'm telling you, man, I try not to overthink this shit. When I catch myself overthinking, not just homers, any of this shit, that's when I have my worst days. I have my worst days when I don't just say, fuck what you think, Banner. If you knew what the fuck was going on, nigga, you'd be rich by now. When I can try to that's why I love researching. Do y'all have a certain time, chat? Do you find more success? Put in the chat. Do you find more success researching late or early? No, not late or early. I'm going to put late and early together. Do you find more success when you research like right before a game start, or when you like the early bird, or your ass up at 2 a.m, eyes bleeding, looking at numbers? That's where I find my most success. I think I'll be so tired, I don't even have the energy to put my 2 cents into it, if that makes sense. I'll be so fucking tired that I don't even have it in me to sit there and overthink. It's more so like whatever I see, I be playing. And anybody who ever been in my Discord or anything like that, my best reads is middle of the night shit. If I drop some shit before 5 a.m, auto tail. But I think mentally, I'm just so drained for the day, I don't start adding the extra shit. Oh, but he's never hit a homer against him, or he hasn't hit a homer in 10. When I start doing that shit, I always lose. I ain't ever had a winning day when I put my 2 cents into it. Follow the read, live with the results. That's been my motto since we started doing this. When I do that, like how we seen that Hernandez shit yesterday, it stuck out. I'm like, oh my God, what's his odds? He go out, you know what I'm saying? When I get to overthinking and I got like 8 people in front of me and now I'm starting to look at shit that don't even matter. What color socks did he wear when he hit his last homer? When I get to doing all that other shit, I lose every fucking time. Appreciate that sub. Then review him later. Yeah, I like getting in this motherfucker. The early bird, yeah. Depends if they get voided. But you know what? The longer you gamble and the more you get your ass kicked by the books like myself, you learn 2 things. I hate voids, but I didn't lose. I take my void, and breaking even is winning. Breaking even is winning in gambling. And I take my voids before I lose the value. I take my voice. Sometimes, yeah, I sit there, but I'm saying, no matter, based on what you saying, you might not play it till later when it go official. I'm just saying, when do niggas like getting in that lab? When do you find yourself your sharpest? When do you see you? you at your sharpest as far as making your reads. For me, it's late night, early mornings. When, like I said, and for me, I think it's a psyche thing. I think I be so fucking tired, I don't got the energy to add my 2 cents into what the read is telling me. That's when I just look at the read, see the read for what it is, and I make the call off the read. The longer I look at it, the more I start putting my own 2 cents into it, and it'll take me off a play, and it fuck around and hit, and I ain't even play it every single time. I hate that shit. I'm up researching 2, 3 a.m. Yes, sir. Shoot, you ain't got to answer. I know what time your ass be messaging me super early, but that's the times I usually be up. All right, so let me look at these pictures. I like to go from the picture down. So we got Gomber. He got 4 homers on the year, y'all. All 4 is to righties. Makes sense. He a left-hand pitcher. Giving up 2 homers a game on average to righties with a 13% home run to fly ball. Love that. I love his home run per 9, and I love his home run to fly ball. So it's not saying you're not going to find a lefty, but again, make your job easier. Make your job easier. Make your job easier. If you got a lefty and you got a righty, if he got a weakness to righty, attack his weakness. Right? We got Richard Fitz, another one. He got 7 homers. All 7 homers is the righties, which is crazy because usually the split be whooping your ass. I'm surprised a lefty ain't took him up top yet. All 4 the righties. He giving up damn near 4 homers a game to right-handed batters, y'all. With a 32% home run to fly ball. If this nigga ain't getting targeted today, I don't know what to tell you. With 80-mile-an-hour winds, double-digit wind, with 80-mile-an-hour temperatures, good for carry. 10-mile-an-hour winds going out, good for carry. I know, y'all. I know. The right-handed batters, they be shook. That goddamn monster in Fenway ain't no bitch. But it can be. You can go over that motherfucker. So target, make your job easier, especially when you overwhelmed like myself, we all are. If you sat there and did this research like I do, or y'all sit here with me and you take notes, by the end of the stream, we got 40 fucking names. We got 40 names. So what do you do to figure out a way to break down them 40 and still have good success? That's when you start looking at shit like ballparks. Is this a home run friendly park or is this a pitcher friendly park? Well, let me aim at the goddamn batters that's getting smashed at a certain hand. That's how you start breaking down the people. I'm trying to give you every player out of a million people that we can find that got some value. How do you put that shit together is all on you. It ain't no secret. I think it's more praying and luck in this shit than it is researching. People really think it's like a thing to parlaying. No, that's the hard part. Ain't none of that, nigga. That shit is God. It was your day. That's all God's work. Don't ever think that you got the sauce to parlaying. You don't. You might be on a run. You might, whatever. It ain't you. Parlaying is hard as fuck. We all be rich if it was easy to parlay. Look at this, y'all. And we were just talking about that. Like, he ain't gave up a home run to a lefty yet. Gomber. But, like, this shit look sick. 30% barrel last 10, 40 last 5. And he hitting fly balls. Hold on. Fly balls. Very interesting. Romy versus a lefty, put it on the slip. You already done looked it up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, don't let nobody fool you and tell you that they got the goddamn sauce to what's the name? And that's another reason why it's so funny how the community is so like the biggest drug is FOMO. Like fear of missing out is like the biggest drug in gambling. Whatever hits, people spam. But what you don't realize is all the misses, and that's not saying nothing against the person who hit. But it's a grind to get that smack like that. It's a grind. You know what I'm saying? These people putting in long hours and hard research and watching they shit lose by a K, lose by a leg. It's a grind to that. So to think that seeing it hit, that you gonna just jump out the gate with no grind put in and just be able to do that shit the next day, it's just insane to me that people spam them bitches like that. It's a grind to that. It's a lot of losing that you got to sit there and watch. The read be right, but niggas be selling. It be a lot of selling going on before it all pays off. You got to put the work in. You can't just think because somebody else did it that, oh, that's where it's at. Nah, every dog got his day and every prop got his day. You got to figure out what's working. Don't switch your process up to chase something because of fear of missing out. That's not how this works. For all that, I keep telling y'all, look, my Cash App is Batterman216. If you want to donate, just send that shit to me. You got money like that and you want to donate, don't get caught up in that shit. You got to put in that groundwork. When these motherfuckers be hitting like that, when J Farr did it last year, Joe doing it, y'all seeing these people giving y'all strikeout parlays every single day. You know what I'm saying? Win or lose. They putting in that work. So that shit just be the payoff. You can't just jump out the gate and see a nigga hit that and be like, oh, my turn. Ain't put in no groundwork. You ain't been sold enough to hit for that much yet. You gotta understand, nigga, that shit gotta hit you in your motherfucking chest for a minute before you really understand, like, so it be well worth it. Now, Duran, y'all, what y'all doing with this? Home games 4, 5 at night. He hitting good this month. He just ain't got a homer. Mondays, a 700 slug on 50 at bats. 336 1. 575. I don't know. I mean, from this, I like him. You know what I'm saying? If I can find a righty that's better, yeah, but you can't deny what you're looking at. And he got the stack cash to go with it. So Duran, with this 575, he might be in a great. Who this? Trevor. See your stack cash last 10, last 5, 60, 60. This nigga been cooking, y'all. Basis. They said basis. I ain't fucking with that lefty basis. He in the good. Let me see what his stack cash look like. 40% fly ball. He got a 10% home run to fly ball. 40% last 10. 20% line drive. 40% bases. Abreu hurt, y'all, ain't he? 7-4. Ain't he hurt? Okay, hold on. He's a righty. Last 10, 40% fly ball, 40 hard hit. Last 5, 40, 60. So you hitting the ball well, which you can see with your eyes. You can see 320, 320, 336. Let's look at his metrics. 4 at home, 5 at night. Slow start to the month. That don't matter. You ain't got no homers on a Monday. Where you at? 521 with 4 to the lefties. With a 420. Okay, keep him in our radar. Carlos. God damn. Hold up. This is what we need to be. 340. Okay. Just seen 2 340s in 2 games. That's like a nice plus little 1,500. Navarre. Yeah, I like Carlos. I like Carlos. I like Carlos. I like Carlos. I do like this. This shit right here, it though, for sure. Hold on. Let's look at this stack cast. The fuck up with all these ground balls? Last 5, 60% ground balls, 20%. His hard hit is insane. Last 10 and even more out. Remember, y'all, I like looking at last 5 and last 10. The more you look at, the more accurate the number is. You know, the bigger the sample size, the more accurate it is. That's why sometimes if I see somebody like this, I don't like this last 5 ground ball. That's why I'll add a couple more at bats. You only gonna get more accurate the bigger the sample size. It only get more accurate, right? I just like seeing. I don't think I go no more. I don't go over last 10. Just give me your last 10 at bats to that hand pitcher and them pitches. Let me see his split. Home, you got 1 of your 3 at home, 1 at night, 750 on 12 at bats. I love this slug. 3 doubles. That's telling you something right there. He might be TDs, if nothing else. 692 slug, 3 doubles. Look, he loved doubles in July. He loved doubles on Monday. 689, 3 homers, 7 doubles. He loved doubles. How many doubles he got at home? 9 doubles. This motherfucker loved doubles. So you can go yard or you can go to TB or double. You can go either one of them. He got a lot of doubles on July, Mondays, and at home. But of course, it's gonna be a lot of doubles in this game. If you know, you know. You know how many balls go fly out to the monster and bounce off that big ass wall? You're gonna see a lot of doubles in Fenway. A lot. So total bases. For y'all who don't know, if you don't want to go double, a double is 2 total bases. So if you don't want to go to double, 2 total bases. Rob, okay, Rob, this that shit I like. And I'm telling you, man, it don't be nothing better than when I see a bunch of green shit on back to back. And I love seeing bright green and clumps. I swear, that mean you super 40%, 60% line drive. Interesting. 40%, 50% line drive. 70% hard hit, 60% hard hit. Let me see what you doing. Home 600 with 3 homers, 3 doubles. 412 with a homer, 5 doubles at night. July, he batting a 400. He got 2 doubles this month. Monday, 700 slug with a homer. Versus lefties, 561 with 4 homers and 6 doubles. I can already tell what kind of parlay I'm about to run for this game. I already see it. But I love him, though. 430. I like him. Gonzalez at 340. I feel like the amount of, for me, this ground ball percentage is too high for this. That don't mean he won't hit the homer. But if I'm going to take a high ground ball or a line drive, I'd rather just go for the value. Ref and Carlos. But Carlos, Ref, and Rob. Oh, and you got a sneaky here. This is like your gym. These numbers look crazy. He got a 40% barrel his last 5. If you want to go ahead and take that lefty versus lefty, he got the metrics. He definitely got the metrics. And he got most of his homers at home. How many homers he got against a lefty? 1 homer out of his 6. So that's up to you. As far as value-wise, for that gym, it's going to be Duran. But you might as well stick to your righties where he didn't give up his homers. If I had to pick one, it's probably going to be Ref Snyder. Probably Rob. Gonzalez, 98-20, 95-20. Let's see something. This will help too. First, fourth, sixth, eighth, ninth, got the first. Duran, whatever the fuck, however you pronounce it. And he in the hey y'all, hold on. Didn't y'all say he not gonna bat first when they go against a lefty? Didn't y'all say he gonna go down to like, what's that second spot he be at? He gonna be down here like the 6th spot. He don't lead off against lefties. Who was that who said that? So he might not be in a sweet spot. We gotta see. But even if he go to 6, that's another one. So first, fourth, 6. Rob, 4th. If you stay there, it could be either one of them. Both of them got their most at bats at 4th. Both of them we liked. Gonzalez usually bats 7th. Okay. 5th or 6th, I think. Okay, right. I remember y'all said it the other day because that was my first time seeing him not bat first. He usually bats like 6th or 7th against lefties. Okay, cool. So let's hope it's 6. Because if it's 6, we really getting some good value at that 575 in that weak spot. If he stay at first, which he won't, y'all already said versus lefties, he ain't batting first. 4th, that can be Rob or Carlos. That's how I will probably decide if I had to pick one of them. I would just probably wait till lineups confirm and see which one gonna hit that weak spot. All right, Richard Fitz. We definitely want a righty. It's just like, this shit is insane. 7 homers, damn near 4 homers a game with a 32 home run to fly ball ratio. That shit is stupid. So we definitely want a righty. He gonna bat 7th probably. Probably want to be 4th. So that's what it's gonna be then, country. It's gonna be whoever that 4th spot. Especially if it's one of the names that we done already seen that we like. That's who the hell it's gonna be. All right, McMahon last 5, last 10. He got it. I'll look. 40% fly ball, 40 hard hit, 10% home run to 9. Last 10, 30% barrel. Let me look at these bets. Away 4, night games 10, July, slow start. You 1 for 19 this month. You don't. Mondays ain't been good to you. First righty, 395 with 10. So we're gonna keep him in the vault at 500 because I look the barrel percentage, you can't deny that. But we need to find some good shit. What's up with Beck, man? Round ball merchant. Round ball God. See, this one of the ones, y'all. Use your better judgment. Yes, this shit ain't bright green, but just use your eyes. Look at these last 9 at bats versus a righty pitching any of these pitching. Look at all this bright green. That alone, even if this ain't bright green, seeing this much bright green alone, that should automatically make you at least just go look at StatCast. Now we can see, okay, you got the 60% line drive. But at least when you see a lot of green right here, at least just go look and see if some other shit makes sense. Line drive percentage. So this might be a total base. Okay, homers 550. Yeah, like this could be total bases, doubles. God damn. Hey, is this the highest averages we done seen together? What the fuck? No, facts. Like I said, you want a righty, but you can't deny. There's no way you can deny no shit like this. 96 exit velocity average, 30 over the last 10, the last 5 more recent, 106.60. 40% fly ball, 100% hard hit. Every single ball he hit these last 5 at bats, which you can see right here, was all over 95 miles an hour. Said bottom line, Durham won't start today. Expect someone like Roman Anthony or Rob, left-handed hitters better suited for Gomber to take it in the field. Damn, for real? Fuck, ChatGPT predicting the lineup? That's fire. So the StatCast, I love the StatCast. Let's see what you got going here. 5 homers on the road, 442 slug, 400 slug with 6 at night. Going crazy this month. 1,200 slug on 15 at bats is nuts. Mondays, he loved Mondays. 789 with 2 homers on a Monday. Versus righties, 565, 12 homers. Moniak at 5-1 odds is fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. I don't give a damn if he gonna be the first to get the one against a left-hand batter. That's nuts looking at this. Getting that value here is crazy. Nobody else on this bitch good. Did y'all see chat? I mean, did y'all see anybody y'all like? Y'all know how I move. I ain't forcing a damn thing. Both people I seen was lefties. The people who I wanted it to be, like a Goodman or a Beck, this shit look trifling. Any other righties? Like none of you. Hold on, let me just StatCast. You got the ground ball at 60%. Who else a righty? Like no righties can take advantage of this shit today. Tough. Triple. Yeah, that Moniak shit looked crazy. I don't think I ever seen a 106.60. Nope. Y'all getting the hang of this shit. Don't force this shit. I don't give a damn what you want it to be. And he got so many weak spots. Maybe you can go total basis off of weak spots. Like if you could catch like some righties that land on a weak spot when the lineup confirmed, maybe you can go that route. Cause this shit look crazy. 4th, 5th. Is the 4th and 5th righties 4th? McMahon. 5th. He right, so you gonna bat left. Moniak. If Moniak, it don't matter. Moniak gonna bat first, because the last one we called the other day, he hit a homer. That was the first at bat. He gonna bat first or 6th. I don't give a damn which one you land in. I'm on your body, boy. How did he look yesterday? Freeman, if he lead off. I like this. Let me see what his StatCast looked like. This motherfucker got a 0 fly ball percentage. Like Moniak, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying, Don. Use these as informational tools for y'all. Pay attention. I don't know if y'all do. You would be smart if you do. But I know one thing I do. When I see people hit home runs, I always run back to Prop Finder and I see what your metrics look like. So when I see that shit again, how she just pointed out, that's exactly how Suzuki looked. When I be seeing them again, them be like, oh yeah, if everything else makes sense, for sure. Said yesterday, but he's leading off. So he's saying good Freeman and he a righty. I ain't mad at that if that work out. And he at plus 900. God damn. But as far as off the eye test, I don't see it. And I'm sick. I don't see a righty going up against this shit. I have seen on the timeline though. Now I see why I've seen a couple Goodman's I seen Goodman on a couple slips. And if you look at these odds, he's most favored to go yard. He got the lowest odds. I just don't see enough for me. But he fuck around and go yard and be like, fuck you. And I have to live with that, but I don't see it. Well, props update quick as fuck. Got to look as soon as it happen. Oh, got mine don't leave. In my office, these 3 monitors stay up. Prop Finder always up. So I heard run back over, be like, oh, okay. Boom. See that? Good. Appreciate those follows. So yeah, Richard, this game gonna be crazy. I love this game a lot. Outfield, outgoing win, 80 mile an hour. We got 2 pitchers who giving up damn near 2 home runs per 9 to a certain hand. You got Fenway with the big outfield. This gonna be a good hey y'all, what's the total runs for this game? Out of curiosity. What's the over under on this game? This gotta be a 9.5 or higher game. Dodgers, Brewers. Brewers is another home run friendly park. 72-mile-an-hour winds. Oh, it say the roof gonna be open. I mean closed. So I guess that don't matter. Yamamoto, 9 homers, 3 to lefties, 6 to righties. He giving up a not I knew it. He giving up a homer a game on average to righties with a 14% home run to fly ball. So more damage. He's giving up homers to both, but more damage is done from right-handed batters to Yamamoto. He going against Freddie, who done gave up 12 homers, 8 to righties, 4 to lefties. He giving up a homer and a half to righties and a 17% home run to fly ball. So you can see more damage is done to both of these pitchers by righties. He sold me so bad yesterday. Fuck yellow. 20% barrel last 5. 10% barrel last 10. What's your stat cast look like? 10% fly ball last 10, 20% last 5, 60% ground ball. No. That's a negative. Uh-oh. Cheerio. What you got going on, Jackson? Last 5, 20%, 10%. Let me see the stat cast. 50% ground ball, 20% line drive. Last 5, 40%, 40%. Oh yeah, you out here but he got a 20% home run to fly ball. Let me see. Do you got any history against him? No. 7 homers at home, 6 at night, 400 slug, 700 slug, 2 homers this month. Jackson heating up. He putting belt the ass this month, and we only he 22 at bats in. It's only 7 days in. Mondays you ain't the best, but that ain't enough to keep me off if everything else is green. 399, 10 homers versus righties at what 650 odds, and he's a righty, right? Yep, we know he a righty. Okay, so keep him in the chamber. What you got going on, Contreras? What's been up with you? You a ground balls watch. Oh, line drive last 5. Ground ball line drive. These I see so many total base lays for the day. 9.5. I kind of figured that this gonna be a hot that Red Sox game gonna be high scoring. It's so many total base parlays today. I think I might come 3-leg double. You can get to plus 10,000 3-leg double. I might have to come 3-leg double today. Outside of a total base. Whoa, who this? 93.20. Yeah, I seen these right here. Like, hold up. 60% fly ball, 20% home run to fly ball, 40% hard hit, last 10, 30% fly ball, 30% hard hit, 10%. 3 at home. You got 6 homers, 3 at home. 438 with a homer this month on 16 at bats. Mondays ain't been the best. Rights. You got 4 of your 6 homers against righties. Y'all, this is crazy at plus 900. What the fuck? Joey Ortiz at plus 900. That look crazy. Ain't Reese hurt? I told y'all I can't get him right, y'all. He played the other day too. I don't know what to do with that shit. Thank you for the bit. Will Smith too? Okay, bad. The 2 people I like on here actually got some decent value. I like this Churio. I like Jackson at 650, and I like this. This is a sneaky ass plus 900. Like, look at these last 4 at bats, y'all. This is when it's bright green like this. That is the perfect launch angle, like the perfect launch you need. 377, 317. This might be overpriced, and you might. And if you knew, I tell you all the time, I search for gems like this because a person who home run is plus 900, you're gonna get his total basis with good price. You're gonna get some good value on his total basis because his home run so high. Might be 1-2. I think T.O. is. I seen something yesterday pop up. All right. Somebody said, let's get over here. We hoping it's a righty, but look, Shohei in a slump. Look at Shohei for the season against right-handed pitchers pitching any of these pitches. Look at these last 5 at bats, last 10 at bats. He in a super slump. Okay, hold on. See, now this is what I was talking about. I always look here, y'all. Look, you can come up here, right? You can see if they ever batted against each other. You can see what's going on. He actually got a homer against him. You can see Freddie Peralta, what we seen on the other screen. Shohei. So you can see season. This is how he doing for the season. Versus lefty versus righties. And then where it say BP, that's his career versus Milwaukee's bullpen. So he actually he got 2 homers with a 750 ISO and a 1250 slug against Milwaukee's bullpen in his history. He done seen them 8 times, and this is the numbers. And you can also see bullpen from here, y'all. You can see if they got any at bats against that team's bullpen, it'll tell you what the stats is. That's a super dope little addition they added as well. But let me see. But what I was saying was, if you go to pitches, remember it's gonna auto generate here any pitches to that hand over 13%. That's why you don't see the slider down here, because it's only 3%. But when I see a pitcher throw one pitch over 50%, automatically do this. Isolate it. So we see all 3. We gotta know what it looked like against the 4-seam since he throw it so much. You want to isolate that pitch since he throw it 60% of the time. They gonna see that 4-seam so much, you might as well see what he do against that. When you get a person that can look like this on that pitch and then put all the pitches in and it still look like that, it's like Moniak. That's how Moniak was the other day. So we see Shohei hitting the 4-seam better. It's just when you added the change up and curve, he having a problem with one, if not both of them pitches that got his shit looking mad crazy. And he's a what, lefty? So let me knock out lefty since I know it's a 4-seam. I can just look at. I'll look at the other one. Hold on, 4-seam. I'll go back to him with all the pitches, but I want to isolate that 60% 4-seam. He a righty, so you about to bat left. I want to isolate that 60% pitch. Lefty Conforto. See, this is all the pitches. But let's see. Oh yeah, I already could tell. Conforto, he bright green on both, but Conforto, we're gonna come back to you. You was good, Kim. I want to always isolate that pitch if it's over 55%. What else? Brushing. Just the 4-seam. So you a little better, stack cast. 12% fly ball, negative. The first one I noticed was, where the fuck is Shohei? So Shohei, he was better against the 4-seam, but when you put all the pitches together and you go here, now he got the fly ball. That's interesting. Oh, never mind. Hold on, I know I ain't tripping. Oh, I'm about to say, ain't no way looking at this shit. You talking about some 170, 210. You could put this as a parlay piece. He got a high ass fly ball percent, 7 out of 10. But if you watch Shohei, you know his swing. Certain batters, they swing just let you know that everything gonna be going up. I don't like these metrics. I do like that he was better against the fast seam alone. If Freddie hang one over that plate, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's what Shohei wait for. They look at this shit like we do. He knows, so he probably gonna just sit back and just wait for a 4-seam down the middle and send that bitch to the moon. But it's this. It was him. He looked good with the 4-seam, and when you add the change up and curve, shit, the barrel went up. Last 10, last 5, 40% barrel, 60% fly ball, 20% home run to fly ball, 80% hard hit. That's the shit we like. Go to last 10, still got a 40% fly ball and a 50% hard hit. Matrix, he got 5 on the road, 5 at night. 1 this month. He don't got none on a Monday. Today gonna be that Monday to change all that, and 7 versus righties at 560. I like him a lot as far as these lefties. Isolate the fastball. Is they pitching it over 55%? Yep. So the same thing with righties, y'all. We're gonna isolate this 4-seam. Yes, sir. Good call. We're gonna isolate this 4-seam since he pitches so damn much. So you got Pajes at 20% barrel. Off the 4-seam. Let me see his stat cast. 30% fly, 60 hard on the fly ball. I mean on the 4-seam. We'll come back to him. But just remember the people that we see that got actual good numbers against this 4-seam. They about to see this bitch a lot. He's hurt, but since he's right here, I might as well just look at it. See, if he would have been playing, if when I add all the pitches, it's still bright green, this is an auto. Right. 40% barrel is crazy, man. Oh, yeah. This nigga, hold on. Will Smith, remember that. Will Smith. T. Oscar, I think, is hurt. But remember that Will Smith shit. That just looked at any more righties down here. A nobody. All right, come back up. Now I can look at him with all the pictures. Will Smith looked crazy. If he would have been playing, I would have took him too. I liked the four seam by itself, and then I like these numbers. Looking at this right here, StatCast 30%, 80. He got a high ground ball though, but it's Will for the win. This looks stupid. 50% fly ball, 30% home run to fly ball, 50% hard hit last 10. Last 5, he hitting more fly balls, 20% home run to fly ball, 40% hard hit. Away, 481 slug with 4 homers. Night games, 500 slug with 10 homers. July, 12 at bats. He got 1,000 slug with 2 homers. He loved Mondays, 576 with 2 homers. First righties, 535, 8 homers. And what is his odds? At 440. I love what's the name? Looking at the isolated fastball and then the whole pitch mix, it's gonna be Conforto and Will Smith for me. Which hand was he worse to? Will Smith gonna probably be the best choice, seeing that that's the hand that he gets the most damage done by. He get damage done here, but everything on the right-handed side, from homers to home runs to 9 to damn near triple the home run to fly ball. Will Smith at plus 440 is the move. Annie in the weak spot, y'all. That 4th spot, look, Will Smith about to land in that weak spot too. That's even better. Yeah, I like Will Smith a lot. A lot of y'all was on Will Smith before we just looked at that. Yeah, them numbers crazy. Told you Smith look crazy. You were dead on. And I love that. I love that y'all be seeing that. Yeah, Will Smith look crazy. And the Brewers is a home run friendly park. Now, this one, not so much. If you know, you know. Royals is one of the like bottom 3 pitcher friendly parks with the bigger outfields. It's hard to hit home runs here, and that's why you be seeing crazy odds for some of the hardest hitters. They got good wind, and they got wind going out. It's looking like the left field, so that can help right-handed hitters. They got the temperature to carry too. Andrew Heaney, he done gave up 14 homers, 9 to righties. He a left-hand pitcher. Almost 2 homers to lefties, 1.5 to righties, and he getting damaged by both, which is crazy. Going up against Noah Cameron, who done gave up 6, even killed both ways, but the damage is done from lefties. Damn near 2 home runs and 9 to lefties with a 16 home run and fly ball. But that's why y'all seeing these crazy odds for these players, because of how hard it is to hit homers in Hoffman. It's hard to hit them bitches in there. One Garcia, yeah. So of course we gonna look and see like Garcia. Let me make sure he ain't got no dominant pitch. 49% 4 seam. Gotta look at this 4 seam alone. Damn. What's his odds? 870. Hold on, Garcia. Y'all keep me in my shit because y'all know I be over here high as hell, be forgetting. Remember this, because we looking at strictly the 4 seam with righties. Let me knock out all these righties. Isolate that 4 seam. Just the 4 seam. He hitting that bitch hard as shit. But he ain't getting it up in the air. Okay. All right. Well, who else a righty? Strictly the 4. You got a 20% barrel. What's your shit look like over here? Okay. Righty, Furman. When did he get back? Who is these niggas? I don't know who half these niggas is. One at bat, I can't do nothing with that. All right. Let me go back to these righties now with all 3 pitches. Change up, slider, added. That shit still. His fly ball percentage is really 0. 60%, 30. I told y'all this before. I signaled it before. Let me tell you what you aim for when you dealing with Kaufman. Especially when you see a person like Bobby Witt who got this kind of power, but they can't get nothing in the air. Kaufman is number 1 or 2. That's where you get to playing crazy and you sprinkle on doubles and triples. Kaufman, Arizona, Fenway, those are double, triple parks. If you ever want to take your chances on that triple park prop, these are the parks you do it in. These are the kind of players you do it for. A Bobby Witt, where he got the power, he just can't get nothing in the air. He line drives, and we all know how fast Bobby is. Like Kaufman, them big ass outfields, these are the ones where if you into that and want to test the waters, that you get the sprinkling on doubles and triples. These are them parks with them bigger outfields. Oh, whoa, hold on. Damn, that's crazy, but slow your roll. We got to get back to the righties. Garcia, I like a lot. His shit looked as stupid with the four seam alone. 102, 103.20. And then you add all the pitches back, 94.20. Look at his metrics, 413, 329. He loved lefties throwing a four seam changeup slider. 40% fly ball, 40% hard hit. Let's look at his metrics. And this is how you know how hard it is, y'all. This is why I look at metrics and how hard it is. Look, he got 8 homers, right? It's only a homer away. 8 homers. Look at how many he got in Kaufman. That shit ain't easy. It's not impossible, but it's not easy. But he do got one there. He got a 428 slug with one there. Look at all these goddamn doubles he got there. Them big outfields, this is where you take your shots. 469 with 4 at night. He having a slow start to the month, which is perfectly, I don't care about that. 1 homer on a Monday versus lefties, a 567 slug with 3 homers and a 328 batting average. That's another one that'll indicate total bases too. He not only just hitting the ball solid contact, he actually he got a good batting average. You know, anything over 300 batting average is good. So he loved lefties. That's what that's telling you. Plus 870, crazy. That is insane. What other righties on here before I go to these lefties? Now let me go to this. This shit just looked stupid. Do they got a dominant pitch? No, this more even. Okay, cool. All right, Pasquantino, however you say his name. 60% fly ball last 5. 40%. Look, he got a 40% fly ball, y'all. 20% home run to fly ball. 80% hard hit last 10. Last 5, 60% fly ball. This is the new highest. This is the new highest home run to fly ball we've seen. 40% in every single one he hit was over 95 miles an hour, which you can see right here, these last 5 at-bats. Like, what's his odds? 575. And it's crazy, lefty versus lefty. Let me see your splits. 4 at home, 9 at night, a 708 with 2 home runs this month. 1 on a Monday, 3 homers. So you got 14 homers and 3 is against lefties. And they got him way better, like, favorite odds. Hold on, where the lefties at? There ain't a lot of you motherfuckers. So yeah, quick and easy. If I gotta pick a homer, your best bet, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't afraid of lines. If you thought I was gonna say 104.40, 94.20, but you take this off and go forcing 102. I don't know which one, but it's Pasquantino and Garcia. I love Bobby Witt power. I love his power. I don't like this no barrel and no fly ball percentage. So that's my total base speedster. That's my total base double triple type shit. Vinny, it's definitely Vinny and Garcia, your better options. They got the metrics, they got the StatCast, they got the splits. If you trying to decipher again, you can either come here and see which hand would be better. He giving up 9 to the righties. So that's why I said I would probably lean more him. And y'all know how my mind, I'm fucked up in the head. Give me that plus 870. 8-1 odds is crazy. Or you can always come and let's see what the weak spots is. Where's this game, man? 3rd, 4th. Pasquantino 3rd, weak spot. Garcia 5th. He got his most at bats at 5th, but he could possibly go 3rd or 4th. That's where his 2nd and 3rd most at bats at. So we're gonna see how that play out. But I see that Pasquantino is, if he fall in that 3rd spot where he always usually at, he in that weak spot. And that I like that. The 575 odds. He got the lowest odds on a team, period? 575. Salvador 400. Bobby Witt 400. So he got like the 3rd best odds. Yeah, so I like Pasquantino and Garcia. Pasquantino probably be your safer play based on the value. Garcia is like your long shot. Bobby for sure. Bobby got the power. He just got a 0% fly ball percentage. And like you already not hitting fly balls, and then you playing in this arena um where it's harder to hit home runs. I'd rather just utilize your speed and take the total bases or a sprinkle on the double and the triple and call it a day. All right, let's come on over here to this goddamn Pittsburgh. So we're gonna start with B Reynolds. Let's go back to the last five in that now. See, he got the power. What's up with this barrel? But again, seeing this, it's gonna make me look. You got a higher ground ball and line drive. Last 10, same thing. He got the hard hits. I'm sure. Let me see. Day 3, night game 7, Mondays 1. So yeah, total bases, I would assume, if you go that route, 20%. Last 10, 20%. 10% fly ball last 10. Last 5, 0% fly ball. 60% ground ball. This, I'm telling y'all, watch. This about to be a super TB day. Like, what's up with these high ass, like these low fly ball percentages? 575 for him. Not impressed. I like the value, but the park, and then like I see this, but that shit ain't it. That ain't it. Who like I'm trying to see who can see the ball well right now. What you got over here? 20%, 20%, 60. Last 10, and go down to 10. McCutcheon, what you got going on? 7 on the road, 3 at night. None this month, none on a Monday. 425 with 1 versus lefties. Out of how many homers? Out of 8. Shit ain't looking promising, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't like really sold on none of them. This the best I've seen, I think. Let's see if this match. There we go. 60%, 60%. Last 5, 30%, 30%. Okay, so as long as you holding this 30%, I can rock with you. And you got we can see like these last 3 at bats. How is 105, 25, 400 not a home run? Where the fuck was they playing at? They had to be in Pittsburgh because that's damn sure going against Nick Lodolo. That's damn sure out of here in Great American Park. Thank you for the 3 months, Yellow Miller. Appreciate that resub. How the fuck? That is a piss missile. Stayed in the park, I'd have been mad as hell if I had that for a homer. Let's look at these splits. And it's plus 1,000 for Joey? None on the road. 1 at 9. He only got 1 homer, so his the splits ain't gonna look super crazy. 468 on first lefties with 1. I like this a lot. Like far as based on what the hell I done seen, and you giving it to me at 10-1 odds. I like him a lot. Hold on. I see a lot of green here, and I see green here. 20% barrel, 40% fly balls, 50% hard hit last 10, 40% fly balls, 60% last 5. So we got some we might got some action here. What you looking like? Got 3 homers, 2 on the road, all 3 homers at night. You ain't had that, so he ain't played this month. No at bats this month. No at bat. I mean, no homers on a Monday. 2 out of your 3 is versus lefties. At plus 870. I don't know you, but I like your value for these metrics. I ain't gonna lie. And these last couple at bats look crazy. Damn. Triolo. Okay. 60% fly ball, 20% home run to fly ball, 60 hard hit last 5, 50, 10, 70 last 10. 2 on the road out of your 3, all 3 at night. Why did this look like the last person I was just looking at? They got the same at plus 900. Again, you're going to get crazy odds in this game if you do go the home run route because it's so hard to hit home runs in Coffin. Take into account the park they playing in. %, fly ball, 20% hard. I mean, the hard hit low. The home run per 9 is high. Oh, but he ain't had a bat against a lefty since 624. Have you batted this month? July. Oh, yeah, 1 for 8. Nick Gonzalez. Damn. Last 5, last 10. It's the shit I want to see. 60% fly ball, 10, 50. Last 5, 60, 20, 60. Yeah, I like that. Um, at plus 800. It's so much value if you're willing to take your chances on a homer because the power there, 40% barrel last 5, 30% last 10, and 95 last 10, 97 exit velocity average. So the power's there, and you gonna get good value. If you ain't afraid to take it, you got Nick Gonzalez, 97.40. That might have been the no Triolo 99.40 at plus 900. Wasn't there somebody else in here? Bart 94.20 plus 1,000. You got options in here. Hold on, what is you? Bart is a righty, Triolo right. Oh, they all righties. He done gave up 3 to righties. Batting first. It's only eighth. Who will be usually batting eighth? If Triolo bat eighth, I'm taking it. Oh God. Let Triolo fall in that eighth spot. It's up. So you got some crazy value in that game. We got good temps. Win going out, which another reason. Win looked like it's going like to left field, which is right hand territory. So those righties that we seen on Pittsburgh, from Henry Davis to Triolo and Nick Gonzalez, they all righties. So that also helped them get it up off that park. And the value is insane. 900 and 750. Like, you getting crazy value on there. If you're not, if not, by all means, go to total base route. Blue Jays, White Sox, 73 degrees, good temps. Winds going out to right field. You got Joey Barrios, whatever his name is, 13 homers. 9 is to righties. That's where his damage come from. He giving up almost 2 homers to righties, 15% home run to fly ball. My bad, y'all. 13 homers from Burke. He a free for all. You get a homer. You get a homer. He 6 and 7. About 1.5 to both hands, and damn near even to the home run to fly ball percent. So it's even kill over there. Last 5, last 10. So we got Vargas. Now, this is, again, these are the ones you investigate. We see you got the bright green power. Perfect. Without power, none of this shit is possible. But I see a 0%, but I'm seeing hella bright green in these last 2, angle and distance. So do yourself and come on over here. Now, when you look at his last 5, you can see he getting more line drives than fly balls. 80% hard hit. Last 10, 30%, 50. He holding the percent he need, but his line drive keep being higher. So that's more telling that if you don't want to take that chance on that homer, his total bases should be free if you feel like everything else will add up for a homer. But you don't want to go that route because his fly ball so low. Sosa, another one. He been hitting the ball good. We done called him a couple times on stream. But these last 5, last 10, 20, but like his last 5, line drive ground balls. The more we look at this shit is giving. It's gonna be a hitter's day. It's gonna be a hitter's day. Whatever way you want to take it. Total base, doubles, hit run, RBIs. Today gonna be a hitter's day. These ain't the best, pitchers. Today gonna be a hitter's day. We just gotta do it the right way. Let's see, 91-20 for the last 5. Let's see what you got going on, Benintendi. 60% fly ball, I love that. 40% hard hit last 5. Last 10, 40%, 30%. See your splits. 6 homers at home, 3 at night. July, you ain't got 1 yet. Monday, you got 2 on 10 at bats. First righties, you got a 400 slug with 7 homers. And what they got you at? 520. Benintendi, I like him. These recent at bats, 335, 349. It looked like he's seeing these righties better as of recent. 40% fly ball, 60 hard hit, 50% ground ball. Damn, I need this ground ball to be lower. They don't even got his odds up anyway. Whoa. Taylor. Baldwin. See, like, look. Like, last 10. Let's see what you got going on. 20% fly ball, 40% line drive. 20% fly ball, 60% line drive. Man. The metrics be looking decent here, but it's telling you everything you need to know when you look at that StatCast. 0% fly ball. Like, what the fuck? Him again. It's him again, y'all. Last five. Appreciate those follows. Last 10. He holding a 94-30 last 10. Last five, 95-40. So he hitting better contact with more power the more recent at bats. 60% fly ball, 60% hard hit. Last five. 50% fly ball, 60% hard hit. He had a good spot. Let's see if these. Now he don't have no homers, but you still can see if he gets some slug like 577 night games, 207 July, 0 for 11. It's time to snap out of it. 667 on 3 at bats on a Monday, and 340 again. You ain't gonna see but so much in here because he don't got no homers. And what is plus 640? They don't be pricing him like a person who don't got no homers. Y'all notice that? It's like they waiting on it to happen too. No homers be in that 8 range. They don't be pricing dude. 640 is great value. Don't get it twisted, but they don't price him like a person who ain't hit a homer yet. So yeah, like it's obvious. Like this Teal dude probably got the best spot with the best value. Like this is insane. Look at these last 9 at bats from a righty pitching this. I also did I like Benintendi on the split side. When Benintendi, yeah, with the 20% barrel last 5. Wasn't there somebody else in here? Or no? I thought it was somebody up in here that was this dude. Hold on, let me make sure. No, you was the line drive guy. So Benintendi, and I like this Teal. I like Benintendi for total bases. For homers, I like this Teal. Man, I'm fucking confusing myself. I like Benintendi and Teal. I like Baldwin for total bases. He got the power, he got the barrel. He got this high ass line drop percentage that would scare the hell out of me, which would make me feel like everything you about to do today coming off the wall. So that would make me go more towards your total bases. Right? So it's all in front of you. It's all in front of you. The hottest batter on the planet, in my opinion. I don't care what nobody say. Oh shit, hold on. He going up against a pitcher who got a super weakness to righties too. George Springer, but again, it got to make sense. Like last 5 at bats, he got a 40% barrel, 40% fly ball, 80% hard hit, 6 on the road, 8 at night, going crazy in July. 1,000 slug with 5 homers. Mondays, he like Mondays, 667 slug versus righties, 533 slug with 11 homers. And they giving him at what, 340. I know a 3-man 340, all 340. Or what the other one's probably moved now. We passed that, but we done said this shit a million times. Ride that hot hand, man. George Springer going crazy. I mean, he got the metrics. It ain't like you just blindly riding it. Like he holding his 40% barrel every single day. Okay, Kirk, that's what I'm talking about. 40% fly ball. You got a ground ball percent, but you got a 40 ground ball. I mean fly ball. I need 30 or more. 60. Last 10, 30%. Cool. What's your metrics? Like 3 on the road, 4 at night. Slow start to July, but 682 on a Monday with a homer. 422 with 6 homers versus righties at 560. Another righty. Oh yeah, Barger. Barger right here. I like Barger. Let me see something. 20% fly ball last 5, last 10, 30% fly ball with a 70% hard hit, 10% home run to fly ball. 3 in a row, 6. Where you at against righties? 277, 543 with 11 homers versus righties at 380. I feel like I like his metrics, but I feel like the other two was better and had better odds. He broke a bat, but he hit a good spot. Like like I said, you can't deny. Like last 10, 95, 20. Those ones you want. %, barrel. But they don't got this lined up. Wagner. So yeah, you got what we got? We got Springer at plus 340. I love Kirk at plus 560. And then you got Barger at plus 380. And if you come back over, let's see the weak spots here. Third, fourth, fifth. This is an RBI ladder game for sure. Fourth, Springer. Fourth, third, fourth, fifth. Kirk, fifth. What Barger at? Seventh. I thought he'd be like second. Don't Barger be second? Yep, see, look, he got one less at bat at the second spot. But I see that both righties that I like, it's back to back. They in both weak spots if they land where they usually be. I like George Springer and Kirk more. They had better metrics to me with better odds. And what a coincidence they fall in the they fall into the weak spots. What we at? Guardians, Astros. Astros roof is down, and Houston is another home run friendly park. If you don't know that, you got Tanner Bibby. I know my pitchers. I know he has 9 of his homers out of his 15 to lefties, 6 to righties. He almost giving up 2 homers a game to lefties. With an 18% home run to fly ball percent, surely like right under it, 12% to righties. So either way can go, but it looked like from here, just looking at the home run per 9 and the home run to fly ball, lefties do more damage. But that don't mean that righties is right behind them. We got Altuve. He been going crazy. 20% fly ball, 60% line drive last 5. 50% fly ball, 30% line drive last 10. So with a bigger sample size, he hitting more fly balls. Home, he got 9 homers at home. 13 homers at night with a 500 slug. Damn near 1,000 slug with 3 homers this month. That's somebody, when you see the month and you see all green here, that's when you know a person, especially we 7 days in, you know a person is hot. On Monday, 600 slug, 3 homers. First righty, 468 with 13 homers. And they giving us Altuve in a home run friendly park against a shitty ass pitcher with these kind of numbers at 650. At 650, like, make it make sense. You got the barrel, 40% fly ball, 40% hard hit. 6 at home. What you doing against these righties? 408, 11. Paratus. I like this. I knew it from here. 40% fly ball, 20% home run to fly ball, 60% hard hit. And verse 15 of his 18 home runs at home. 15 of his 18 home runs is against righties. That's what I meant. It's against right-handed batters. And they got him at 4-1 odds. %, fly ball. That was higher. Let me see. Cam, 60% fly ball, 40% hard hit. 5 of his 7 homers at home. What you got against these righties? 3 at home with a 400 slug at plus 700. That is wild. Cam Smith been on timing. Oh shit. 80% fly ball is crazy. How many of your homers at home? 3 out of your 8. What's his odds? 700. Whoa. So like, it's like how you want. You got Altuve at 650, Christian Walker at 420, 480 for Isaac. I like this. I like this 700, and I like this 7. Oh, they both are 700. Just on 2 different books. Yo, for shows, let me see again. Altuve is? What are you saying? 3rd, 4th, 6th. Don't Altuve. Oh, he only 3rd, Altuve, 4th, and then 6th, Caratini. Damn, all 3 of them weak spots is people we like. So I guess you just wait on confirmation to see who gonna fall where. But 3rd, 4th, 6th. If that's Altuve, Christian Walker, Caratini, then man. And like I said, it's a home run friendly park. Keep that in mind. Hold on, let me go look at your metrics. It's a lot of green. 60% fly ball, 20% home run to fly ball, 40%. I like this. What's the problem? 6 of his homers on the road, 455 slug with a homer this month, 500 slug with a homer on 20 at bats on a Monday, 3 homers versus lefties at 560. I like his. Oh, you go to last 10, but still last 5. I like it. I'm about to say I see too much bright going on right here. And Zardo done fell off. I don't know what's up, my boy. Percent fly ball, 60% hard hit. You only got 2 homers. Okay, you got 1 this month. 1 versus a lefty. What's his odds? 640. It's solid trash. If you just must need, it'll be your David Fry and Santana. But to be honest, again, it'd be too many great spots to have to settle. You don't gotta settle for none of this shit. If you don't see nothing, like I don't, let me see. What's the weak spots over here? First, second, fifth, sixth. Hold on, who is this? Gordon. So he giving up 8 homers to righties, almost 2 a game with a 15% home run to fly ball. And the good thing about that, y'all, Carlos Santana and David Fry, both righties. Santana 4th, first, second, Fry 4th. One of them ain't gonna be 4th. One of them gonna fall in the 5th. Right? Both of they most at bats is at the 4th spot. Both of y'all can't be 4. I want to know who's gonna be in that 5th spot. That would be the one if I had to pick between Fry and Santana that I'm running with. Walker in the weak spot. Yeah, Walker in the weak spot. It's Altuve, Walker, and Caratini was in weak spots. Now we just need the lineups to confirm so it'll update and we can see who actually there. Angels. Angels is one of the best. Top 5 to both hands for homers. We got 70 mile an hour, 70-degree weather, good. And then we got winds going out, even better. On top of Angels having a home run friendly park. Not only that, just from looking at these bright green home runs, we got 2 pitchers that ain't stingy with homers. Right? So you got DeGrom, who done gave up 10. 9 of them 10 is the lefties. With an 18% home run to fly ball, almost a homer and a half to left-hand batters. You got Kikuchi, who done gave up 11, and all 11 is to righties. He have not given up a homer to a lefty. A homer a game with a 12% home run to fly ball. So that's good to know. Let's start up here with Taylor Ward. Let me go. It's 10. Let me know. That's 5. 10. 30% fly ball, 10% a home run to fly, 40 hard hit. Got 6 of your 20 at home, 11 at night. 478 slug, no homers yet this month. 2 on a Monday. 472 with 17 on versus righties at 5-1 odds. Okay, let's see if we can find something better. See a lot of green. Just make sure they know 30% fly ball, 50% hard hit. What we doing? 40% last 5. What are y'all on? 6 homers with a 469. So he got a lot of green. Love Knights. He got 1 homer this month. 767 with 4 homers on a Monday. And then a 477 and 9 homers on versus righties. And again, this is a home run, super home run friendly park. So you get Neto at 480. I like Neto more than I like Ward. I'm not mad if you take Ward, who got what, the most homers versus righties on their team. Surprising the deal don't look good. So Lair last 10, his last 5, 40% fly ball, 40% hard hit last 10, 20% fly ball, 40% hard hit. 4 at home, 6 at night. You got 1 this month, none on the Monday, 8 on the versus righties. But you all this red, we got that's like 1 every fucking 10 hits at bats. I mean, Mike Trout, and they giving them to you at 350. 50% fly ball, 20% hard hit, 20% home run and fly ball, 60 hard hit. Last 10, last 5, even harder. 60% fly ball, 20% home run to fly ball, 60% hard hit. So let me see. 5 home runs at home. What's this? Night games, 8 with a 400 slug. July, 400 slug with a homer. Mondays, he got a 500 slug and a homer versus righties, a 466 slug with 13 homers at 350. So love Mike Trout. Don't overthink it. We all know Mike Trout is a slugger. So being it when they're in positions and you can get some decent odds, here we go with this again. They actually got his lineup. I always like Travis, but Hoppy play more. But like these numbers, you can't deny these numbers. He just don't be playing as much. 40% fly ball, 60 hard hit 10. 20%, 40. And I'm willing to bet, look, he got 3 of his 4 at home. 2 of his 4 against righties. So yeah, you got Neto at 480. You got Ward and you got Trout. Did he have a fly ball? 600. This is probably your long shot. I like Soler at this plus 600. Your safer plays would be Trout, Neto or Trout or Ward are the safest, knowing that they actually have the numbers to show it. Neto's in a good spot, and then like your super value is coming in Soler at this plus 600. Again, you can always just take them for TBs. 2 for 8 at bats scare me with Travis. Travis. Who's Travis? Oh, who the fuck is? Right here. You say that's scary. But I also be feeling like 8 at bats don't be a big sample size. That'd be the one thing I hate about that. Like, damn, like he don't play enough for me. Langford, we really want a righty. He done gave up all 11 homers to a righty. So again, but if we see something with a lefty, you go for it. 60% ground ball, hell no. Garcia, we know he been cooking. So last 10, like he cooking like 30% fly ball, 10% home run, the fly ball, 60% hard hit. Last 5, 20, 40, 40. See his splits. 4 on the road, 6 at night, 304 with none so far this month, 435 with a homer on Mondays, 2 homers against lefties. We were just talking about him. You got him at 450. No, it wasn't. I'm thinking about Rosarino. I'm tripping, y'all. It's a lot of green here, no. All right, hold on. We got Seager. It's gonna be crazy though, y'all. He ain't gave up nothing to no lefties. 30%, 60%. 5 on the road, 6 at night. 579 slug with a homer this month. He coming out the gate swinging. Mondays ain't been the best to him. Versus lefties, 348 with 3. Been a single machine. I mean, it makes sense because I see that like his fly ball was super. At 300, I don't like that. I think that should be higher, man. You got to take into account this motherfucker ain't never gave up no homer to them lefties. Whoa, 50% that target 20. This shit look hot garbage. But you got Garcia, you like righties. Garcia. Did I look at Jake Burger? Oh yeah, you been in your sing along. Garcia at what odds? 450 FanDuel. And wasn't it just another person outside? Corey Seager at 300 is like the best spots I've seen. Let's see if who fall in a weak spot. Cause that shit looked trash. Oh, speaking of which, let's see who was on the weak spot over here. Fourth. We usually bat fourth. Tyler Ward or Soler. So which one of them in the fourth? We liked it, both of them. That's good to know. 6. Travis, if he play. So you got some of the people that we already liked in week in trouble tonight. Always. He said a fire ass 3. You ain't missed much, bro. You done probably looked at all this shit. First, second, fifth. First, Sam Haggerty, you didn't stick out. Second, what is second? Fifth. Be in the fifth spot. Okay. I didn't, but again, I'm not forcing that shit. I see he gave him up. I don't like none of that, to be honest. If I had to pick, but again, it's looking like it's gonna be total base time. You Darvish ain't he haven't pitched this year. Zach Gallen. Zach Gallen been getting smashed. 20 home runs he done gave up this year. 9 to lefties, 11 to righties. He damn near giving up 2 to both hands, and he got a crazy home run to fly ball to both hands. And Padres has a decent, especially for righties. It's not the hardest to hit homers there. Machado, but watch this shit be looking crazy because they ain't been hitting well. Okay, 30% fly ball, 10% home run per fly ball, last 10, last 5. No fly balls your last 5. See, 11 home runs at home, 13 at night, 474 slug this month, 558 slug with 5. And I think that's probably the most home runs we done seen today, y'all, on a Monday, right? We ain't seen nobody else who had 5 home runs on a Monday, did we? 14 homers with a 500 slug versus righties at 325. Okay. And I don't think we seen nobody with 40% fly, 60% hard hit, 850 for a homer. What this shit? 2 at home, 4 at night. Slow month, 357 money. 406 versus righties at this crazy. Why is this 870? Eddie a righty in that little ass park. The lineup drop of their Boston game. In that weak spot at 6. Okay, bet. Before I get in, we had the last couple of games. I'm gonna go back there and see what updated. And I'm gonna get this on YouTube for y'all. If you're new here, just go sub up to the YouTube. Every stream go over there. You ain't even gotta ask. I get people be in and out. Where we at? Oh shit. 40%, 60%. This is scaring me though, but still you got the even out. You look at a little bit more at bats. This shit gonna be, he gonna go out there and get 2 doubles or 1 homer. You can't deny this. I know that much. And then look right here, y'all. Back to back at bats. Oh yeah, hold on. Home, you got 4 yo 13, 6 at night. 0 this month. 450 with 1 on a Monday. 483 with 12. 12 of your 13 homers against righties at 5 to 1 odds. Insane. Insane. And then somebody just mentioned this. He 2 for 2 against them with a homer. He 2 for 2 on 13 pitches against Zach Gallen with a homer as well. Yeah, I like this. And you giving me 5 to 1 odds? Hell yeah, I like that. So it's some sneakies in here. This shit at 850 is mispriced to me. If you want a safe, I would say probably go Tatis. He a righty. He had good metrics on the last 10. His last 5 been more ground balls, but if you take like 10, you good there. But like those spot Gavin Sheets to me is the best. Like looking at the numbers, Gavin Sheets probably your best. And Gavin Sheets and I don't even know what Bogarts, whatever, Xander. Them my favorite too, and them the more value people. For real. I like this a lot, and I love Gavin today. This shit looks stupid. And like I said, even if you eliminated this up here with the average, my eyes work. Like I see a big ass chunk of bright green. I love this. For bases, yeah, like I love this. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Do any of them? Let me look at both and then I'll look. We don't got no splits. They don't even know what pitches he gonna pitch. So all we really got off of here is versus righties. So all we can look at is just see who's seeing righties good right now. Yu Darvish ain't pitched this year. Corbin got 2 home runs against him. You can always just scroll up and you can see like if they got history, it'll be there. And then again, they'll break down individual. He got 2 home runs against Yu Darvish. Is he about to give him his welcome back for the 3rd? These ground balls ain't it, dog. 30% in the last 10. 10% hard hit. See those splits. 11 on the road. 17 homers at night with a 600 slug. 0 for 9 this month. You just got back. So you just 900 slug with 4 on a Monday. That's the second highest we done seen on a Monday. 615 slug with 17 homers against righties at 315. Interesting. Barrel 20%, 30%, 41 odds. 709 with 11 on the road. 526. He got 2 this month on 19 at bats. 1 homer on Mondays. 631 with 15 homers out of his 19 against righties. I feel like I always, especially, well, I know Mark Cattell, I done caught him a couple times at 625. Certain people, you be like, I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he looked crazy. I knew it. He been going crazy. 50% fly ball last 10, 60% hard hit. Last 5, 60%, 60%. 1 on the road, 3 at night. Got 700 slug, y'all, with 2 homers this month in 7 days. Ain't been the best on Mondays, but again, that is not enough. 500 slug with 2 homers on the right. Anybody know what his odds is? Have his odds dropped? I would pay very close attention to him. Last 5, this motherfucker got a 60% barrel. Yeah, he hit that double off the wall, didn't he? And he hit an in the park home run the other day. Line drive. So this shit looked the best out of everybody, like period. This looked the best out of this game. Randall is damn sure in the best spot. And again, remember I told y'all San Diego Padres Stadium is like second best for righties behind the Dodger Stadium for right-hand batters. So that shit he hit the other day that was in the park home run, that shit is out of here in Petco for sure. So this is by far your best. You can pick and choose who you want between Carroll and Mark. I would say probably Carroll. He got better metrics. And he also got the history with the 2 what's the name? And like the 2 homers against you at 315. Let's see. Now we can let's look at the weak spots for both across the board. Second, third, fourth. God damn. That's Luis, Machado, Miro. And then you go 6th, 7th. Gavin might be in that 5th. Or you might be in that. Let's hope he go to that 6th. At 7th, who would have been 7th? Who generally at the 7th? Cronenworth? Okay. And then we don't know what to do as far as the U side. We don't. Hayes in 4th, Steers in 6th. Okay. We on the last. Matter of fact, yeah, let's knock this last game and then I can go. I'll put it up there. We got Phillies Giants. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I probably ain't gonna touch a home run in this series at all. And again, I say that y'all. I'm not saying you can't hit a homer, but it's so hard to hit homers in Oracle Park. They down there at the bottom. It's the bottom 2 with the Royals, Kaufman. It's so hard to hit homers here. Christopher Sanchez, he done gave up 7. All 7 is the righties. Going up against Landon, who done gave up 8, even kill. And he really don't got one that he like one, I guess we can go here. He in a 6th spot. So be careful. This might be another one that you looking at for doubles, total bases. The way that the park is set up to have those bigger outfields. Lefties. Okay. Damn. Okay, Adames. Let me see. 60% fly ball, 20% home run to fly ball, 80% hard hit last 5 at bats. And he's a righty, which is where he gave up all his homers. 4 out of his 11 is at home. I bet you it is. I would probably hate to play here. Your home run numbers are going to drop for sure. Just on the strength that you see more games in this park. 9 games, 8. July, he got an 818. This nigga got a high. He going crazy, y'all. An 800 slug, 2 homers, 2 doubles this month on 22 at bats. Crazy. Got a homer on a Monday. Versus lefties, he got 3 of his 11 homers at plus 750. But again, these gonna have juiced odds for homers like Kansas City because of the park. How hard it is. Even though we got double-digit wins going out. It's so hard to hit home runs in these parks. Metrics. 1250 is crazy. He hitting with power, but he hitting all. Look, I knew it. All ground balls. Let me go to the last 10. Still 60. Yeah, Matt Chapman, man, he been on some hoe shit. Bailey. Hold on. 80% ground ball. Hell no. Adames. Is it another one? Let me see what Ramos was name is. 40% fly ball, 40% hard hit. Why do we be putting y'all barrels like that? Let's see. 6 at home. So you actually can get 6 at night. 429 with 1 this month. None on Mondays. Versus lefties 459, 3. And what is your odds? 800. Sheesh. Yeah. Your best bet is Adames. That's like number one. If you need a runner up, it'll probably be Ramos. But even Adames, that shit gorgeous to be plus 750. Again, we know why it's 750, but far as like putting value to the read, 98.40 in your last 5 at bats is crazy to be 750. It's just that park. Willie smack one yesterday. Oh, yep. And when they in a zone, they in a zone. Somebody asked me that before. Like, do you stay away from players who hit home runs the day before? Hell no. All right, let's start up here. Here we go. What's going on with this picture? Oh, even kill, basically. All right, we got Kyle Schwartz. The last 5, 93-20 average. Last 10, 99-30. Sheesh. 30% fly ball, 20% home run to fly ball, 60% hard hit. Last 5. He got more ground balls these last 5, but again, like a bigger sample size, you can see he can get that 30%. Appreciate that follow. On the road, 13. Not on this road. 17 home runs with a 500 slug at night. He going crazy this month. 700 slug with 2 homers in 17 days. Right? Like 462 with 14 versus righties. So Kyle, what's his odds? And you getting when did y'all ever this how you know this park is hard as fuck to hit homers in? When the last time you seen Kyle Schwarber anywhere close to 400 anything? Like keep it a buck. When the last time you seen Kyle Schwarber at plus 400 odds for a homer anytime? That's how you know it's hard as hell to hit homers in Oracle. This park ain't no bitch. Oh shit. Thank you for the follow. Costi got the barrel, but you got that high ass ground ball percentage. You don't want no pots. You want no pots. Hold on. Damn, Bryce, a lot of green. What's going on, my boy? 20%? 0% hard hit. Sheesh, that's tough. Nothing over 95 miles an hour in your last 5 at bats. Sheesh. At 630. Where the fuck was we at? Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh stay in a good spot, y'all. But look what he be good for. Them goddamn total bases and doubles. He good for those. Cause he got the 93 too. He got the metrics for sure. He just don't get enough fly balls. Everything is going straight. 20% barrel. Why I keep okay, hold on. 40. You still got a high ground ball. Let me see what your ass 10 look like. Oh no, you a ground ball merchant too. Single guy. Swarb, I love Swarb. Thought it was the second person I heard that caught my attention. Again, am I mad if I don't find nothing in this game? Hell no. I don't like this park anyway. I know I ain't gonna take home runs in this game. I'm going straight total bases in this game, just on the strength of the park. So am I tripping? But this shit's solid. You can't do nothing about this. This 99-30. Seeing like his stats and then his splits at plus 432 as well. Like Kyle Schwarber at plus 430 is crazy. I wouldn't be mad at nobody for taking that for value purposes only. And then let's see these last week spots. And then I'm gonna go up to the ones that updated. 4th. Matt Chapman. Bum shit. 3rd. Who usually batting 3rd? Harper. You gotta get right. 8th. Who be at that 8th spot? Otto Kemp. I keep seeing Buddy name, man. I keep seeing Kemp. Bryce has got back too. Yeah, they be with smaller sample size. He just not getting. He actually getting it up in the air. Now, for y'all who knew and have been around this whole stream, this is what I was talking about. This is what it looked like when the lineup isn't confirmed. It's going to automatically put them by the batting order that they have their most at bats yet at so far this year. Out the gate, it's going to put them by where they done batted at. When the lineup get confirmed, you can come up here and hit this shit as much as you want. When the lineup is confirmed, look at the difference. Now they in order, but not only did it highlight the spot, it's gonna highlight the player that was there. Now we done did our notes. We done went through this. We done went through the slate. Now it's on you to be like, when you see that these people get put in their spots, oh shit, we liked him. And to put the cherry on top, he fell in a weak spot. Like second, third, fourth. You see over here, it's not confirmed yet. You'll also see it right here. Confirmed lineup. But once the lineup is confirmed, it'll actually highlight the player now that they're in those spots. He didn't have no weak spots. Nope. And this one ain't confirmed. I thought this shit just said like, damn. God damn. All right, here we go. So now we got official lineups. Who the fuck? Oh, I do be seeing him. Oh, so Rob. Carlos, they in them spots. Carlos and Rob, they in them spots we need. Somebody just mentioned Tyler Freeman. There you go. The metrics didn't look the best, but y'all said something about, y'all knew something about what he had going on. There you go. We did like McMahon. He in that weak spot. Sheesh. And then as the day go, it'll keep updating. If you ain't got propfinder.app by now, I don't know what to tell you. This shit is a one-stop shop making me money and everybody else around you money. This is what you need. We still like, hell yeah, I like Torque. So, hold on. What is they line up? Let me, I want to make something very clear, just to be on the safe side. To each his own. We talked about this yesterday. Some people come straight to weak spots, and they will play a person in a weak spot with nothing to back it. And I ain't knocking them. Do you? I don't do that. I don't move like that. I move off. I'm here. I come here first and get all the players I like, and then it just put the cherry on top if you fall in a weak spot. So I say that to say, him not being in a weak spot do not change the fact of me liking this. That ain't gonna take me away from looking at this StatCast crazy, and looking at his splits. That just to confirm if I'm stuck between two people in the game. I only had liked it him, Riley Green, and the long shot was Perez, right? He was my favorite regardless. You can never take me away from a player I like because they didn't fall in a weak spot. The weak spot don't mean that much to me, like it do to others. That don't hold no weight, not as much weight with me as it do to others. This is what hold weight with me. Hell yeah, I still like Torkelson. You think that him not falling in a certain bat order gonna make me not like a 99, 20, and 5 and a 96, 40? I don't give a fuck about that. But when I'm stuck between players in the game, like how we like all them players for Cincinnati, now I need some help trying to figure out, damn, which one am I gonna actually run? That's when, like, okay, well, did any of them fall in a weak spot on top of the data behind it? You know what I'm saying? I'm using it for shit like that. Weak spot, that's why I always go to it last. I need to see this. For me, this was working for me. Exit velocity, barrel percentage. The weak spots just solidify certain shit I already liked from looking over here, if that makes sense. Freeman, hit run RBI, he gonna get on base. So yeah, so that go to Slate, y'all. I'm glad that it's late games because I hate the fact that these last couple of days it'll load up after like the slate done started, but that also is good for the ones who know the game. Y'all be in the building, you ain't got to worry about that. But I know by the time it loads up, those were like 3-hour streams, so it take time to load to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes games have been done started by then. They'll catch some, but they don't catch what y'all catch in the chat. So I'm glad don't know games start no time soon. So this should be fully up for anybody who missed anything or need to go back and play, pause, rewind. Let's cook, y'all. I don't feel like this train stopping. Let's keep this shit. Let's go 4 days in a row with people crash cooking. Don't be afraid. I'm telling you, please do not go out this bitch and everything you heard me say on stream, all you heard was homers. If I like him for a homer, you don't even gotta ask. If I like you for a homer, I like you for everything under a homer. Everything under a homer. Except for, I would say, if I had to make an exception, it would be hits. Hits, I do need to go in and look at what your batting average is. Everything else they got to do with power wise. If I like you for a homer, water your plays down. Make total base plays. If you getting home run odds at 400, 500, 800, you don't have to parlay that shit with nobody. And if you do parlay with it, parlay it with somebody else. The point I'm making is it's no reason to have a person on your parlay with 500 odds or higher and you still sitting back saying I got sold. I got sold by, especially the three legs. I don't know what's so hard about the round robin. I don't know what's so confusing about that to people, but I see so many three-leg home run parlays missed by one leg and they say they got sold and didn't leave with nothing. Like the two that hit is a plus 1,500. Like, so like play your straights, round robin your parlays, that's home runs, but get into the hang of, that's why I'm getting y'all more in that rhythm of like, I don't care about safe plays. Ain't none of this shit safe. We lose negative odds. So at that point, when I realized ain't shit safe, that's where my mind went. Man, I might as well go for value. Shit, all this shit can lose anyway. I might as well get the best bang for my buck. Go for the value. And it'll keep it to where you don't have to put it with nothing else to make no bread. You know what I'm saying? Don't overthink this shit. Keep your 2 cents out of it. Trust the read. Live with the results. It's just that simple. Man, but look, love y'all, man. W's in the chat, man. We gonna keep doing this shit. Look, I'm 5 days in. Y'all probably thought I was bullshitting when I said we doing this every single day. It was later than usual. Daddy duties came first, but we still locked in. You know what I'm saying? Let's make some money. I can't wait to see what y'all tagging me in. You know what I'm saying? Let's get paid. I hope you learned something. It'll be up. Give it about an hour. Again, it'll be up before the Slate start. Give it about an hour. It'll be on YouTube. If you smart, if you a person like myself, I don't even be waiting. I don't need you. I'm speaking from a person like in third person. If I was a person looking at me in a stream, I don't necessarily need you to stream. If it's anything I need help with, it might be little shit that you do I might have forgot from last stream. I go to your YouTube. I'd have done went to my YouTube page and go look at old streams. Don't nothing change but the players, the day, the slate, the process is still the same. So even if you waiting on this and you like, man, I'm trying to get some early reads in. Go look at an old video of something that we've already done. The process remains the same. Don't nothing change but the batter, the pitcher, and the park. And the temperature. Bars. But yeah. Love y'all, man. Hey, W's in the chat, man. We back at it tomorrow. Let's get paid. I'll see y'all in a minute, y'all. Love.